Longview Game Day. We are live from Lobo Field as your Lobos are going to host the Lufkin Panthers. This is Frank Sides. I am joined by Rex Scoggins for the first time this year and Keaton Daniel, who's been on the broadcast for every game so far. Rex, it's nice to have you back in the booth with us, as we promised early on.
Well, thank you very much. I've been at a couple of games working up in the press boxes. There's been shortage up there and really wanted to be down here with y'all, but really happy to be here.
So do you want to tell the listeners or the watchers how you're associated with the Lobos and how long you've been around?
I mean, mainly just a huge fan. I worked for and have for the last probably 25 years a local sporting goods company, so I sell a lot of things to them, do a lot of things with them. I started off as a stadium announcer at football back in 1985, and since 85 I've announced, ran the game clock, ran the 25-second clock, ran the scoreboard, announced basketball, baseball, just been with the program since the mid-'80s.
Well, it's awesome to have you with us. Keaton, how are you today?
Man, I'm doing great. Great weather. I'm going to enjoy this day.
That's right. So, Rex, tell us a little bit about the Lobo starting pitcher today.
He last year started the year. I don't believe he gave up a hit for his first, 22 innings. He threw complete no-hit baseball, had some injury problems during the fall, playing some fall baseball. This is the first time on the mound this year, but he's got as much potential as any pitcher in East Texas does.
And if I recall, he's coming off of an injury. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I don't have the young man's name here in front of me.
Landon Grant.
Landon Grant.
That's right.
One thing I'm excited to see, he was a starter last year for the playoffs, so he kid with high expectations, so I'm excited to see him today.
Oh, absolutely.
Back.
I mean, he is a fabulous pitcher when he's on.
Absolutely.
All righty, so the first pitch from Landon Grant, and we are underway. It looks like a breaking ball is going to catch the zone, and that's right fielder Chip Buchanan leading off for the Panthers. The 0-1 misses inside. It's such a beautiful day today. The only problem is I cannot read the scoreboard, so if I lose track of the count, we're just going to have to guess. 1-1 from Grant. Swung on and missed.
Good ball there.
That's what you like to see out of your Lobo starters. Just attack these hitters and don't give them anything easy. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and dribbled down the right field line. Take that back to first baseline. Didn't quite make it to right field.
Yeah, he had the hitter in a little pickle on that one. Had him jammed him in.
So Rex, are you familiar with his repertoire? What's Landon going to focus with today?
I mean, he throws the ball hard. He's got a great breaking ball. He's got a tail-out fastball he can throw to the right-handers. Really good control. Gets ahead of the hitters and stays there. And like I said, last year, it was either 20, 21, 22 innings in a row of complete no-hit baseball.
Yeah.
Wow, so if we can get him back up to speed and paired with Gabe Flores at the top of the rotation, the Lobos are cooking.
Oh, yeah. That'd be an impressive 1-2 punch right there.
That's right, as the 2-2 pitch is fouled down the third base line.
I mean, it's really a must. I mean, for Longview to really have a shot to do well in the district and go a long ways in the playoffs, Landon's going to have to be able to recover and pitch.
2-2 is another breaking ball fouled off down the right field line out of play. So Chip Buchanan stays alive here. Landon Grant's going to come back and give us another 2-2 here.
Just from talking to some of the guys last week, he's probably about 5 or 6 miles an hour less than what he was at the peak last year, but he's getting back.
There it is. Ooh, he just misses outside, runs the count full. Do we know where he sits normally velocity-wise?
I mean, he'll throw high 80s. I mean, and from the left side, 88, 89 is plenty.
And the full count pitches misses high. So the Lufkin Panthers have the leadoff man on early. Good job by Chip Buchanan there to work back in the count and work a walk there.
We've had last Tuesday and tonight these college officials are really, really tight.
Yeah.
Inside and outside. They'll give you a little up and a little down, but inside and out, they're really, really tight.
Squares to bunt. That's second baseman Gavin Del Toro. pulls it back and takes that first pitch for a ball. Yeah, I mentioned it a few times on the broadcast Tuesday. That might have been the tightest high school zone I've seen in several years.
Yeah, they was very tight but very consistent too.
Oh yeah, that guy's. I mean, he's been to major league umpiring school. He's worked A all-star games, A playoff games, and stuff like that in the major leagues and stuff. So
yeah, you can definitely tell because he was tight throughout the whole entire game. Up as the ball gets overthrown over first baseman.
Pickoff attempt by the catcher there, Drew Flores, sails wide. So Chip Buchanan's going to advance to second on the throwing error. Couldn't see it, so I wasn't sure if it's a thrown error. Just an assumption I'm making there. Either way, if that's on Cox, I apologize, Mr. Flores.
It bounced.
It's going to bring up a 2-0 count. 2-0 hitter Gavin Del Toro, who's still squaring to bunt. The 2-0 pitch misses high, so Landon Grant's in a bit of a pickle here in the first inning. Settle down, young man, and throw strikes. And that's in there for a strike. So now we're rocking a 3-1 count. Runner on second base here. Nobody down, top of the first. Pretty nice bunt laid down there, but it's going to squeak foul. Fills the count up 3-2.
Even though we have the turf, you would think you wouldn't get any strange hops on bunts, but almost every bunt that's been put down, the turf catches the spin of the ball much more than a grass field. And a ball that has much spin, it's going to shoot foul every time.
Yeah, just that no give in it, no give in this surface, just knocks it over.
Full count pitch, looks like a fastball, swung on. Pretty good cut there by Gavin Del Toro. So we'll come back with the 3-2 again from Landon Grant. The 3-2 misses low, so the Panthers now have runners on first and second with nobody down here in the first. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Sam Flores. Looks like a lefty hitter wearing number 12.
Landon will have a little more advantage with him throwing that breaking ball away from him than he does with the right-handers.
Said it a few times Tuesday when Gabe got in trouble. You're just one good pitch out of these jams. So
yeah, definitely.
First pitch looked like something off speed, missed away.
But Grant definitely has the tool. I mean, he's never in a position he can't pitch himself out of. He's got the tools for it.
The 1-0 misses outside, so Sam Flores has run the count to 2-0 in his favor. I saw Landon pitch his first start in Texarkana at the border battle, and it looks like when you're coming back from an injury like that, command's usually the last thing that comes around. So the 2-0 was lined foul down the first base line. He had a little trouble early on with his command, but started rocking and rolling in the second inning. So just shaking the rust off here, and hopefully he can get out of this jam. And
hopefully once he gets his first out, everything will be he'll be ready to roll.
That's right. The 1-1 curveball swung on and fouled straight back. So take that back. That's going to be 2-2 count we've got here.
And he has been spending time with football also. He's going to be in that football battle for quarterback next year. That's going to have about 4 different kids in it, and it's going to be a war between them.
I saw him and Jared Allen both putting up some huge weight in the squat rack.
Yes.
2-2 is put into play, popped up. Looks like the second baseman's going to. Nope, we're going to go to Kalen Taylor in center field. Can of corn for him, and the runners can't advance. So good job by Landon Grant, getting the 3-hole hitter and not allowing any damage to come across.
It's good to hear that he's coming back to football. His dad was my quarterback when I was my senior year in high school.
Yes, everybody in Lobo land, when he decided to move back from White Oak to Longview, there was a huge, huge cheer amongst Lobo fans everywhere.
Yes, I was definitely one of them.
Breaking ball misses inside, 1-0 on the third baseman, Bebo Hinojosa. Third baseman for Lufkin wearing number 3. Hitting right-handed today. I'm not 100% sure I pronounced that last name correctly, but there's a ball hit pretty hard into the into left field right in front of that Al Gadsden out there. Nice job.
Way to
get that ball home and hold the runner so. Nice at bat there by Bebo Hinojosa. Lines a single in the left field. And now the Panthers have the bases loaded with one down. And first baseman Mark Requena, wearing number 15, hitting lefty. He's going to step in versus Landon Grant. One down, the bases loaded here in the first. First pitch is hit down the first base line, fouled just past Connor Cox. And Landon Grant's ahead early on, 0-1.
We need us a double play ball right here.
Yes, sir.
One hopper to the shortstop, one hopper to the second baseman, maybe the pitcher.
He definitely has the advantage right here facing this lefty here.
Fastball misses high. There's a good fastball in there for a strike. So
yes,
Grant's ahead 1-2. Be a huge strikeout here if he can get another fastball by.
Yes, I would definitely take a strikeout here.
There it is. Did he go? Umpire's going to say he held up. Nice breaking ball there by Grant.
Yeah, I'm biased. I would have called him out on that one.
Evens the count 2-2.
Sorry, Lufkin fans, if anybody's watching.
Looks like a ball's going to bounce in the dirt, or what would normally be dirt. Breaking ball a little short there by Grant. It's going to allow a run to score with the wild pitch. And Lufkin's on the board.
Yeah, I really don't know, and I haven't watched it enough to see if you get that strange kick off that ball, like I said, that would be in the dirt that's off the turf. I have given the catcher a hard time trying to handle it. Be foul, that's foul. Oh, that's fair.
He's going to call that fair. He's like a double down the left field line for number 15. Mark Requena is going to score both runners, and Lufkin's on top 3-0 very early here. It's a good piece of hitting there.
That's a tough call by the home plate umpire.
I do have to admit, with our angle, that looked foul, but
did.
We do not have the luxury of challenging that. So, Lufkin leads 3-0. Runner on second, one out. And in steps number 400, Ditsworth. And he takes a fastball off the backside. Now we've got runners on first and second with one down.
He just needs to take a deep breath, step back, take another deep breath, and just step back in and get started and start throwing strikes.
That's right. It's going to step in number 8, the catcher for the Panthers, Charlie Deaton. Stocky right-handed here with looks like he's got tree trunks for legs. Big kid.
Yeah.
And the first pitch from Grant misses high. Nice play by Jordan Allen. Man, that kid can play third base.
Yes, he can.
The runners do advance, but the Lobos do get the out.
Any ball that's hit over there, he is stopping everything.
This may be the most athletic baseball team I've ever seen in a high school team. I mean, just pure speed, strength, size. I mean, it's amazing. You see very few baseball teams that have this kind of athleticism on it.
I have to agree. As far as the depth-wise, I don't think I've seen a team that's as deep in quite some time. As far as a lot of different type of players.
Oh, absolutely. They can all run. They can all throw.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
it's crazy the speed.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you've got one world-class high school track star out there.
Most definitely.
You've got maybe the best running back coming up in the state of Texas. You've
Yes,
got
sir.
2 starting quarterbacks.
Yes.
Yeah, just think about it right now. Your center fielder is going to contend for the state title in the 100-meter dash, and your right fielder filled in for him as the 4x100 final leg at the track meet up in Texarkana. I was telling Keaton, I'm not sure I've seen a ball hit the turf in the outfield the whole season.
Yeah. If it's hit hard enough, them boys is definitely going to catch it.
So the 2-1 from Grant to Caleb Hillis is going to miss inside, so the count's going to be run 3-1. And Hillis is way ahead here on the young Lobo starter. 2 down, runners on second and third. That ball is hit pretty well to left field. Gaston's given a chase. It's going to be foul either way, and he runs out of room, but he was early on that fastball and hit the ton out of it.
Yeah, he did.
See, with the old fence angle last year before the turf, that ball would have been probably 25 feet inside the fence, and he'd had a play at it.
Mm-hmm.
When they changed these fences, when they put the turf down, it completely changed the outfield play.
Wild pitch and ball 4. Another run's going to come across as number 15, Mark McKenna, scores the 4th run of the ball game. And Lufkin's going to have runners on first and third with 2 down.
And this is why you play non-district ball games after district starts, so you can work things out like this with your guys that are trying to bring in late, guys that may not get as much playing time as they have before. A lot of people go, why would we play Lufkin on a Saturday after district has started? And this is exactly why. So we can work on some things that we wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Gotcha.
Did Campbell pitch the JV game, Williams?
I'm not sure, to be honest
Okay.
with you. We were setting up, but I was wondering the same thing about the Saturday game, and then I saw the weather, and I was like, I can live with that.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful, beautiful day. So if you're watching and haven't shared the feed, please do that. And if you're within driving distance, you got some time to get out here and enjoy this weather.
Yes. You can ask for a better Saturday for some high school baseball.
That's right. And if you just want to sit on the couch and watch college basketball, you can have us on your phone simultaneously. Coach Goldman comes out and has a word with his young starter.
See, I think if this was a district game, he probably would have pulled him 2 or 3 batters ago.
Yeah.
But given that it's not, it means absolutely nothing. And knowing this Lufkin team can hit the ball 1 through 9, it's really good work for him. Let him throw 60, 65, 70 pitches, get a good bullpen in, and see where we end up when the day's over.
And that's going to bring up the number 9 hole hitter, number 1, Christian Mumphrey. He's playing left field for the Panthers. And they, like you said, every one of these kids looks like they can hit.
Yeah. He's a tall, good-looking kid here.
Breaking ball misses high. And Lobo fans, it's time to refamiliarize yourself with these Lufkin Panthers because they're back in your football district next year.
Yeah, they can't run from us.
There's a good strike. Fastball just on the outside corner. Yeah, we got to go to Lufkin next year. I say we as in me and my crew and all these wires. The one once, breaking the ball, swung on and missed. Good pitch there.
It's not the most fan-friendly stadium that you'll go to either
That's
when
what
you
I
get
hear.
down there.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, from what I hear, the press box is built in the 60s. The 1-2 from Grant swung on and lined into left field. That's going to score another run, but the center fielder Caleb Hillis holds up at second, so Lufkin extends their lead to 5 with a good piece of hitting there.
Now batting number 13, Chip Buchanan.
So runners on first and second here. Tell you what, it says a lot about your lineup when your number 9 hole hitter sits back on a breaking ball left on left with 2 strikes and lines it into left field for a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the leadoff man, Chip Buchanan, the right fielder.
I haven't kept up with them much since we haven't been in the same district, but back in the old days when we were, they would have 12 or 13 seniors on the varsity. Their JV would be 9 or 10 juniors that were starting on their JV, and then the next year they would all move up as a group, and I mean they were strong year after year.
Yeah.
So ground ball to the shortstop. He goes the easy way to second to end the inning for the Lobos, but Lufkin jumps out on top 5-0. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Godarzi and Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
Welcome back. We're headed to the bottom of the first with the Lobos down early, but we're just going to see if we can't chip away here, Rex.
I think we have the tools to do it. I mean, this with the speed, with the hitting, with the guys we've got in the lineup, top to bottom. I mean, we can catch a 5 spot without much problem.
Yeah, we can. If we can just stay patient. Let's go one base at a time, one run at a time. We can definitely get back. I believe in this team.
Leading off from Lobos.
I'm not sure. Does anybody know anything as far as Lufkin's record coming in, or had we played them in a tournament? Or
I don't think so, no. I typically make the score graphics for the Lobos on the away games, and I haven't seen a Lufkin outcome. I may be wrong. I can check Game Changer here in just a second. But Ronald Woods, Lobo left fielder, is going to lead off, number 7, hitting lefty, who's got a very entertaining way about him when he takes a good pitch. There's a little Juan Soto shuffle there in the box. First pitch is grounded to first base, and that's going to be an easy out for the first baseman, and that's going to be 1 down for your Lobos.
in pitch count, with high school, with the new pitch count rules and everything, that's a huge out for a young man to get started with 1 pitch and 1 out.
Especially against the leadoff hitter.
It's going to bring up your right fielder, Taylor Tatum. He's going to take his first pitch for a ball here inside, and Taylor really got it going in the border battle tournament. Had a kind of a tough start to the season. I was telling Keaton last broadcast, he 1-0 misses inside. He wins the 4x100, runs the final leg, puts his jersey on as he walks across the parking lot, hits a first inning opposite field home run. 2-0 is swung on and missed. That was definitely not a punch it in the right field swing there. Taylor was trying to change the scoreboard.
Yeah, he looked like he was just a little bit behind on that one.
And the 2-1 is popped foul, out of play.
To me, it looks like a little Bo Jackson.
He definitely
Give
does.
him a couple of more years of growing, he may look like a big Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I would love to see what he looks like his senior year if he's still out here playing.
That's a good pitch.
And the 2-2 fastball swung on a miss by Tatum.
There's not 5 or 6 kids in East Texas going to take that pitch at the bottom of the knee on the black part of the outside corner and do anything with it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Tough one to swing at.
It's going to bring up Gabe Flores, who's DHing today. He takes a breaking ball inside part of the plate. So Gabe's committed to play baseball at Houston. Going to be a starting pitcher for the Cougars. The 1-0's another breaking ball, but that misses low.
You know, really, when they committed to him, he had only played center field. I think he's got a lot better chance of going there and playing every day, hitting the ball every day, maybe pitching some. But, I mean, his speed, his arm, the way he covers center field, I think he may be he's got the potential to be a better center fielder, I think, than he does pitcher.
Yeah, he's got some fantastic instincts out there.
Yeah, they definitely getting a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, and I think if he adds just a touch more velocity, he's going to be above average on the mound too.
Oh yeah.
So here we are, 2-2 to Gabe Flores. Fastball grounded to third base. Throw over, and the Lobos are down in order in the bottom of the first. So Lobos trail 5-0 after 1. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in about 30 seconds.
And now at Orr, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new.
Number 11's on the mound.
We're back with you here Top of the second, your Lobos trail 5-0. Lobos have a new pitcher.
I had it on my phone, but my phone got sun hot and it won't come back on.
I don't have a number 11 on my roster here.
I'm going to look up and see if Mr. Brookins from the press box.
Is that Bradley? Is that Bradley Bridges, maybe? The only number I'm missing was scratched out because he was replaced. Yeah, that is Bradley Bridges, who was your original third baseman. But Jordan Allen was able to make it. He was scratched from the lineup, so it's the first time I've seen him on the mound this year.
Yeah.
He was probably their number 3 last year. Did a good job. He's added a whole lot of velocity. Last year it was off-speed braking, off-speed changeup, off-speed braking. Really didn't have much of a fastball, but he's put on some size and some strength and has got him a fastball this year.
Seems like that's a common theme in Lobo Athletics, is putting on size and strength. First pitch to number 9, Gavin Del Toro. Is high. Says they had 1-0. The 1-0 is going to miss as well, so Del Toro's ahead 2-0 on Bridges. Is lined directly at us.
These guys take a lot of pitches. I mean, and of course they had several walks the first inning. Gavin walked the first time up, but they're going to make you throw strikes.
Let's get a hit on there. Right there to Tequila.
That's right, flown into center field, and Tequila Taylor is under that one for an easy out, which is just what the doctor ordered for your Lobos after the first inning there.
Now batting number 12, Sam Flores.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, Sam Flores, who flew out to center field his first time up. First pitch misses high. The 1-0 misses outside, so 2-0 to Sam Flores, the shortstop.
We need our non-strikes. We need our non-strikes to be closer pitches.
Yeah.
I mean, we're throwing a strike or it's 5 or 6 or 7 inches off, and they're not ever going to take a cut at it. So
makes it easy to lay off when it's not close like that.
That's right. So the 3-0 misses high, and the Panthers have another leadoff walk. Sorry, not leadoff walk, a 1-out walk.
That was the same thing that happened Tuesday night against Hallsville. A lot of the breaking balls were all outside in the dirt and 5 or 6 inches off the plate. And you're not ever going to get them to chase a bad pitch like that pitch. I mean, they're never going to swing at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Bebo Hinojosa, third baseman tonight for the Panthers.
He singled the first time up.
One O's a breaking ball. It stays high. Going to have another 3-0 count here for the Panthers. Bradley Bridges falls behind Hinojosa.
Looks like every pitch he throws, his wrist cocks.
Yeah.
Almost even his fastball, he turns loose of like most people throw a breaking ball. Every pitch he throws has a little angle.
Going to have another 4-pitch walk. That's going to put the third baseman Hinojosa on at first. And we're going to have 2 runners on with 1 out, and the first baseman Mark Waquena coming up here. First pitch misses away. Mark drew a walk in his first time up, so these Lufkin Panthers are going to make our starter work, our Lobo pitchers work for it. The 0-1 pitch or the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. That's a good fastball in there for a strike, so the count is even. I'm not sure the Lobos can afford to give up too many more runs here early on. Breaking ball stays inside for Bridges. The 2-1 sail's a bit high, so Bradley Bridges is in a bit of a jam here.
He's got to come with something.
First baseman way ahead in the count here, 3-1. Step off. And the first baseman, Mark Wakena, is going to draw a walk, so the bases are now loaded for the Panthers with one out. And in stepping number 4, the designated hitter, Hunter Ditzworth.
Need a big time out of here. Hopefully we can score into 2 outs here, get a double play.
Hunter reached base in the first inning with a hit by pitch. The first pitch is another breaking ball. It's going to stay high.
So it's 13 out of 14 pitches have been a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just got to just put it out there over it.
That's right.
Let your defense help you.
That's right.
Yep.
The 1-0. Fastball swung on and popped straight back. It looks like it's just barely going to get out of play, and it does. Drew Flores went over and gave it a look.
I mean, with the wind blowing in like it is, nobody's going to get one up and out of here.
Yeah.
You got 3 of the best outfielders in the state out there. I mean, if you have to tee it up for them, just let you guys defend you.
Absolutely.
And I've seen your left side of your infield make some defensive plays, so.
Oh, that ball, Gatson, Tuesday, that ball at third base, that was a laser hit at him, and he came up with it.
So the 2-1 misses high, so another Panther is ahead in the count here. Big time 3-1 with the bases loaded and 1 down. I'm not sure if you give him the green light here. And he takes that fastball right down the middle for a strike. So we're loaded up with a full count.
Definitely throw him another one.
Fastball bounces, and that's going to score another run for the Panthers.
Longview just sent number 12 down into the bullpen to warm up. Coach looks like he's going to, if he doesn't get an out pretty quick, going to have to make a change.
Number 12 is Isaac De La Garza. We've seen him a few times. He comes in, and that's what he does. He pumps strikes. So the first pitch to the catcher, Charlie Deaton, misses for a ball. Another Panther is ahead in the count. Bridges serves one in, and Deaton's going to hit that into right field for a single. 1 run's going to score. The second run's going to score. The throw is a little wide, so that's going to be 2 more for Lufkin on the board to extend their lead to 8-0. We'll have runners on the corners with just 1 down when we come back.
Now batting number 7, Caleb Hill.
It's going to bring up number 7, Caleb Hillis.
I'm not sure I didn't get what he did the first time up.
Another good job, good piece of hitting there by the catcher, Charlie Deaton. Just took that ball and went the other way with it, where there wasn't a Lobo. And the Lobo offense has got their work cut out for them today.
Yes, sir.
But it looked like they're going to be able to get to the starting pitcher for the Panthers. I didn't see anything that said he's going to overwhelm the lineup a couple times through, so they got a lot of fight in them. We know that, Keaton.
Yes, sir. Hopefully if they can just get some patient at bats, they'll be able to hit them pretty good, or get some good hits off of them.
That's right. So Hillis is ahead 2-0. Bridges' 2-0 pitch is going to miss high. Another 3-0 count here. Just one of those days for the Lobo pitchers. It happens to the best of us.
Yes, sir.
Or the worst of us, in my case.
The good thing about it, you still got a lot of game left.
That's right. There's a fastball in there for a strike.
Well, the best thing is it's not a district game, and so as soon as 5 minutes after it's over, it's completely out of your mind. You hoped you worked on a few things that you needed to, and
It's good practice.
and you move right on to the next Friday. Well, I guess we're home next Friday against Mount Pleasant. I'm not sure who we play Tuesday.
Tuesday, you're at Mount Pleasant. I believe you're home Friday to Texas High.
Okay.
I think that's what what the schedule said. But the 3-1 pitch is check swing. They're going to call that a strike, so the count's full. And you can't mimic adversity. So this is better for some of these Lobo starters than it seems.
Yes. It's good for them long term.
Curveball looks like it came back in, but it just missed. I thought that was a full count pitch, but I guess not. This one should be here. And again, this is number 7, their center fielder, Caleb Hillis. The scoreboard says 4 balls and 2 strikes. I believe he walked it, but 3-2 pitch is going to miss low. So the bases are going to be loaded with Panthers as the 9-hole hitter Christian Mumphrey comes to the plate. And I believe he
He got the single.
He led the inning off with the single, right? No, that was well.
He got a single to drive in a couple
Down the
of
left
runs.
field line, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they batted 10 the first inning.
Coach Goldman steps out and talks to young Mr. Bridges. I reckon he said almost word for word what we've been saying. Just take a couple deep breaths, and throw the ball over the plate, and make them earn it.
Yeah, Bridges has always been usually coming in after somebody throwing really hard has pitched 4 or 5 innings, so that everybody's seen a lot of fastballs, a lot of movement, and then he can come in and use his off speed and his breaking ball and be a little more effective. But in this game, it's a completely different role for him.
He just doesn't seem to have that that grip on his breaking ball today. So they're all staying above the zone. Christian Mumphrey starts this off, count off 1-0. Bridges 1-0, looks like it's in there for a strike, and it is. There's a good fastball.
There you go.
Not too late to find it, is it, Keaton?
No, not at all. They put him ahead of the count here.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. And again, Mumphrey's able to foul a tough pitch off with a 2-strike count. And the 1-2 fastball misses high to even the count. Another foul ball, and Mumphrey stays alive.
He's a pretty good number 9 hitter.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's definitely up there battling.
He reminds me a lot of the Lobos left fielder, Mr. Woods. That 2-2 pitch misses high, so another full count here for the Panthers. Bases loaded and 1 out, and Bradley Bridges' full count pitch to Mumphrey swung on and fouled straight back. Took a pretty good rip at that, too.
Yeah, he's not going away easy at all.
And Bridges steps off. We'll reset and do it again. Oh! Just missed away. That's going to be another run for the Panthers as the full count pitch just misses the outside corner. I think everybody in the building wanted that one.
That's a pretty good pitch. I mean, That's a 9-0 strike. It may not be a 0-0 strike in a district ball game, but that's a 9-0 strike.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up the leadoff man, right fielder Chip Buchanan, for the third time in 2 innings. Bases still loaded and 1 out. And that's in there for a strike. I didn't catch the first pitch if that was a ball or not, but I believe we're 1-1 here.
Scoreboard says 3-0.
1-1's fouled away. Ball's put in play to the shortstop. Only 1 play is to first, but he gets the out. Nice job by Connor Cox. Almost had to dig that one out, but that's out number 2. We're going to have runners on second and third here for the 2-0 hitter, Gavin Del Toro.
Buchanan's consistent. That's 2 times in a row he's hit the ball to short.
The 0-1 is a ball high to Gavin Del Toro. That's a 5 spot in back-to-back innings for the Panthers. Curveball is going to be missed. It's going to be, pardon me, it's going to miss low and away. Good job by Drew Flores there, keeping that one from getting to the backstop. 1-1 is fouled back to us. So Bridges is ahead 1-2, and I've wondered aloud a few times how the ball reacts without the dirt back there for the catcher. Is this something that he's kind of learning, working his way through?
Oh, absolutely it is.
And the 1-2 is lined to the shortstop. That's Alton Gatson with the play. And with that, your Lobos are out of the inning, so we're going to head to the bottom of the second. Your Lobos are down 10-0. Got some work to do. We'll be back and see if we can catch them live doing it.
Don't fumble when you're looking for your next trailer. At R&J Trailers, we got the hookup. Cargo Mate, Hallmark, Text Line, Diamond C. We've got the inventory selection to get you into the end zone. Snap into savings with R&J Trailers. Don't pass up on the best deals around. R&J Trailers in Longview and online at rnjtrailers.com. We've got the hook.
All righty, we're back, and you got a good look there at Coach Goldman rallying the troops. The Lobos are going to get their second crack at the Lufkin Panthers starting pitcher tonight. I apologize, I haven't said his name at all tonight. Let me get that information for you. Then again, he wasn't out there too long, so. That is Dylan Vincent. Dylan Vincent, number 10, starting pitcher for the Lufkin Panthers. And Connor Cox is going to step in, who has been by far the Lobos' hottest hitter starting this season off. I saw him in person hit a couple absolute monster home runs at the border battle. Unfortunately, we weren't able to live stream those, but I did get them up for you to watch via highlights. So if you hadn't got a chance to check those out, make sure you go back and watch them. Took an 0-2 pitch, lefty on lefty, straight out to right field, and then sat on a fastball and absolutely creamed it. So here's hoping Connor Cox can get the Lobos going. First pitch is going to miss low.
I'll tell you what, the wind is not blowing, so right now it's a good time to get us started.
If I had to guess, he's one of the few folks in this in the lineup tonight that could probably get one out of here regardless of the wind. But you're right, it's better than it's not hurting.
Yes, sir.
He can. I mean, he hits the deep ball as well. Him and Gabe are the two that just can ride one.
So the 2-0. Swung on. Good rip. Looks like he was on that fastball. So up 10-0. I see no reason to not just keep pumping him in there, though, right?
Oh, exactly.
There's another good rip at a fastball. It's 2-2 now.
That fastball's got some pop on it. It's up in the 80s. That ball's definitely probably 84, 85.
Yeah, he has a good lively fastball right now.
It's going to run the count full to Connor Cox. And that ball's fouled back. He's got some torque with that swing, doesn't he?
He does not get cheated.
So Dylan Vinson comes to the plate with a full count pitch to Connor Cox here. And again, fastball, 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 fastball. That's exactly how you want your starting pitcher to challenge the opposing team when you've spotted him such a big early lead. So the full count again to Cox. And it's going to miss low. So Lobos are going to draw a leadoff walk. Another excellent bat from Connor Cox, and that is going to bring up third baseman Jordan Allen. Should I say third baseman / quarterback?
You hear, I guess, the very first game, he hit a ball, ended up with a double, and someone in the stands hollered, "That's my quarterback."
I know he's got some power too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Pitch gets away from the catcher there. He throws down. Cox tries to advance, and he's in there safely. So going to have a bobble from the second baseman, and Cox advances. A good piece of base running there. But that pitch wasn't there for a strike, so Jordan Allen's got a chance to drive in a run early here. Facing a guy who is almost certainly going to be pumping fastballs in there. He sets for the 0-1. Checks Cox and delivers. And that ball's hit foul off of the light pole. Gets a reaction out of the crowd. And Dylan Vinson is doing exactly what you want your starter to do ahead early. Throw strikes. Jordan Allen sets in for the 0-2. Going to call time and regroup here. There's the first breaking ball we've seen from Vinson, and it's a good one, but Jordan Allen does an excellent job laying off of that. Stays alive, and it's 1-2.
That's a good 0-2 pitch.
Yes, it was.
I mean, there's nothing he could do but swing and miss at it if he took a cut.
He almost got him. It was going to be tough.
Another foul ball, way out of play, and Jordan Allen stays alive. Fastball, fouled out of play again. So pretty good at bat here by Jordan Allen.
He's just a little bit behind each one. He just needs to get a little bit more quick.
That's right. The more pitches you see, the odds of you finding a way to hit one hard somewhere increase dramatically. So Vincent steps back in for his 1-2 pitch to the Lobo third baseman Jordan Allen. Jordan Allen's going to call time again. Another good breaking ball and another good job laying off of it.
Yeah, good eye, good eye.
Vincent kind of comes set really early and holds it. I guess he's trying to throw the batter's timing off a little bit. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
And he takes that double step. Look, he steps back and then he steps it back forward just a tad. Right there.
The 2-2 hit pretty hard up the
there
middle.
You go.
Jordan Allen lines a single to center field, and they're going to send Cox. See what kind of arm we got in center field. We've got a play at the plate.
There you go.
And Cox beats it. So Jordan Allen gets the Lobos on board with an absolutely fantastic at bat. How many pitches was that, 11?
8, 9.
8 or 9
Yeah.
pitch at bat, lines a single into center field. So the Lobos are on the board just like that.
The first 2 batters had seen a lot of pitches, so that's good for us. And that was a way to battle by both of them, and Jordan able to bring them home.
That's right. So this is how you want to start off your second inning for the Lobos with a big deficit here. So it's going to bring in the shortstop, Alton Gatson. We're number 1. And he takes the first pitch and swings and lines that foul past Coach Goldman. And I know Jordan Allen's got some speed. I've seen him steal a few bases and round the bases with an inside the park home run earlier in the season. I fought for him, but the official score gave him a triple. There's a pitch hit hard at third baseman. He's not going to be able to make a play on that because Gatson just has too much speed. So just like that, the Lobos have something cooking here in the second.
Yes, indeed. Keep it going, guys.
1 run in, 2 runners on, nobody out, and the young catcher, I believe he's a freshman, Drew Flores, steps in.
That was a rocket.
It was.
That ball was there before the third baseman had any idea it was coming even.
Absolutely.
I may be a little biased here, but I think our third baseman makes that play. So Vincent's first pitch to Flores. He's going to miss low.
It's a good eye there.
Vincent has pretty good stuff, but that fastball looks a little flat, so the Lobos aren't going to have a problem putting wood on the ball as long as they're not late. So here's the hope, and Drew can keep this rally going. The 1-0 pitch from Vincent to Flores. I thought it was coming, but he delays about 3 seconds, and there's a swing at a fastball. Took a good rip at that, and we're even at 1.
He definitely goes up there and swings hard every time.
Well, he's just like his big brother.
Yes.
I mean, they have one cut, and it's Pine Tree right out there over that Rose retirement sign.
Yeah, it is true.
Here's the 1-1 to Flores with 2 men on, and Drew's going to call timeout again. Vincent is just throwing off their timing a little bit with that delay. It's something that's fairly unusual. I haven't seen very often, so I'm sure they haven't either. So here's the 1-1 to Flores. He swings, puts a good swing on a fastball, but fouls it back right at the plate. So Vincent's ahead 1-2. Umpire confirms it's 1-2. So Vincent's back set with the 1-2 to Drew Flores. That's going to miss away. So this tight zone is going to head both ways again tonight. So you can't really complain about it if you're a Lobo. Just get up there and fight back. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is a good fastball up in the zone, swung on and missed. And Drew Flores is down swinging for the first out here in the second. It's going to bring up the speedster playing center field tonight, DeKalen Taylor, who the last time I saw him was moving on the track.
Yeah, he definitely had a good outing at Lobo relays.
Yes, he did. And if he to run that fast with nobody pushing you, he was so far ahead of everybody.
And he still wasn't satisfied with it too. That's the thing that I liked about him.
Yeah, coming off a minor little tweak, he said he can get faster. Hard for a mere mortal man like me to imagine, but. So the 1-1 to Taylor. It's going to miss high. Second baseman Kiefer Doxey waits on deck. There's a ball high, so Taylor is way ahead in the count 3-1 here And Rex, do you think Coach Goldman's giving him the green light here, or does he want him taking a pitch?
He wants him to hit. I think he wants. I mean, we're in a point right now. You're going to hit as much as you can.
So here's the 3-1. He takes a swing at a fastball. May have been a little up, but the count's full. He gets another shot at it.
Yeah.
And you were right. He definitely had the green light.
At this point, all coaching strategies, we're going to try to move up on this pitch or move up on that. I mean, it's just go up there and do the best you can. And
Fastball misses away, and the check swing.
Oh, there we go.
They're going to say he didn't go, so the bases are juiced for the 9-hole hitter, Kiefer Doxey, playing second base today.
And seeing with the umpire being in the middle of the field with runners on first and second, there's no check swing uphill.
Yeah,
you're not going to appeal to that guy at all. So even if it's, I mean, you get away with a little bit like that.
Absolutely.
Because where the base umpire is.
And going with the way that the game is going right now, we'll take all the breaks we can
You
get.
ain't joking.
That's right. So the Lobos have him loaded for Doxey. First pitch is hit, put in play. It's going to be a tough play. Third baseman makes it. The Lobos score another run at the expense of an out, but the top of the order's up. Lobos have runners on second, third, and another run across. Good job by Doxey doing his job there.
For a freshman, he's one of the best freshmen probably in East Texas. For a freshman, he does a fabulous job.
So Ronald Woods, the Lobo left fielder, is up with a chance to drive in two more with a base hit. He takes a fastball low and away. Does his little dance that I've grown very, very, very fond of.
Hey, his mom stopped me.
Got some swag, right?
His mom stopped me the other day. She said, "Stop talking about him like that. He loves it."
Going to ban him from watching the broadcast. Here's the 1-0, and Woods takes a good rip at a ball in the dirt there.
He made solid contact his first time up, so we just need him to roll it around on the ground.
Sir.
Big Taylor Tatum awaits on deck. If Gadsden can find a way on here, or Woods, I'm sorry. The 1-1's fouled back over the net, so Ronald Woods is in a 1-2 hole here against Dylan Vinson. Lobos have done a good job pecking away. I don't know how much time they're going to have to get all of it back. We're going to need to have a big inning at some point. And if Woods can find a way to single here, you could call this that. So the 1-2. It's swung on and missed, but it gets away from the catcher. He's got enough speed that he beats the throw. There is no throw. The Lobos score on a passed ball to make it 10-3. And we're going to have runners on the corners.
Now batting number 2.
A big slugger coming up here. So Tatum struck out his first time up, but put a couple good swings on some fastballs. So there's a good.
That's there. Get down.
Get over his head. There it is. That's going to score a run. As DeKalen Taylor scores on that, and Woods advances to third. So Taylor Tatum does his job, fights one off the hands in the right field just over the second baseman for another RBI single, and the Lobos are they're crawling back into this, Rex.
There you go.
4 times 6 is 24. So if we get a 4-spot each inning, we'll be tough to beat.
That's right. So we're gonna have runners on the corners again. This time for the meat of the order. So Drew Flores is up with a chance to get 5 of those back really quickly. Obviously, he can't get 5 on the swing, but if you see the score, you know where I'm getting at. That's hit hard. That is hit hard. Go!
There you go. Oh! Keep running.
1 run is in. Taylor Tatum rounds third. He's headed home. There's not going to be a throw. And Gabe Flores with a 2-run monster double off the wall brings the Lobos to within 4 just like that.
Just like that, down by 4.
Wow. I thought that ball was gone.
I did too.
He must have just missed the meat of the bat because, I mean, he had a full cut on it.
Now batting for the Lobos, number 20.
Wow, all right. That's going to bring up big Connor Cox, who drew a walk his first time up, but he's seen a couple fastballs, and like I said in the first couple broadcasts, once he's seen a few of these, I anticipate when he does put something in play, it's going to be hit very, very hard. So
Yes, sir.
Lobos have done everything you could ask out of a team down 10-0 coming to the bottom of the second, and we're back within 4. And they're starting pitchers in trouble. So Dylan Vincent.
Way to fight back, guys.
That's right. All right. A single makes this a 3-run game. First pitch fastball is swung on and fouled straight back. His eyes lit up when he saw that, didn't he, Keith?
It definitely did.
He started off the inning with a base on balls and scored.
Yep.
He was the first run of the Lobo game.
He would definitely love to bring in the runner.
The 0-1 to Cox misses high and away. It's good to see Drew's back going. You
Yes.
get him, Taylor Tatum, and Connor Cox all swinging at the same time. This offense is scary, right?
Yes, that's a definitely tough 2, 3, 4.
The 1-1 to Cox misses inside. So Dylan Vincent is headed towards the danger zone here with Mr. Cox. Big slugging first baseman for the Lobos. He steps back in immediately. He's ready to roll. And Vincent sets for the 2-1. He's going to delay a little bit and check Flores. And here's the delivery. Swung on and missed by Cox. Big hack at that. Like we said early in the broadcast, Keaton, this Lobo team has fought every inch of the way the whole season. So
Very resilient, and they have up to this point, them playing like this, you don't expect anything less.
So the 2-2 to Cox is hit well into right field. That's going to be a single and fall down in front of the right fielder. Flores is being waved home, and there's not going to be a throw.
There you go, guys. There you go.
It is 10-7
Yes,
in the
sir.
bottom of the second. As Connor Cox drives in the Lobos' 7th run of the inning, and I think that's going to do it for Vincent. As the Lufkin head coach, I don't have a name for him, is going to head out, and looks like we're going to have a pitching change. You would think maybe just going to have a discussion with him. So
Well, I tell you,
we've got a ball game, folks.
yeah.
I didn't think I'd be able to say that after those first 2 Lufkin at bats, but
I tell you what, there was a key at bat when DeKalin was up here batting, and on that check swing, by them not calling a strike, that changed the game around.
yes, sir. As odd as this is to say, they say baseball is a game of inches, and that's a perfect example. This inning
Absolutely,
could have been over a long time ago. So
absolutely. 10-7. Hats off to the Lobos for a heck of a second inning, the way to fight back into this game.
So if you're watching and you know anybody that's no longer watching, let them know. Crank it back on and share the feed. It's a 3-run game.
Suggest them to go to YouTube so they can rewind it and be able to watch what happened.
That's right.
And hopefully no one has any early plans for dinner tonight. Because this one may last a while.
Yep.
I love it. The weather's nice, but don't say that, Rex. We had a rough one a few weeks back.
I was in the car headed to Key West, Florida, listening to every minute of it.
Man, that was a tough one, but it was good for on our side.
That's right. Our first broadcast of the year. The Lobos score in the bottom of the 7th to tie it with 2 outs, and then walk it off in the 13th. So that's going to bring up Jordan Allen again, who I know it was this inning he batted. I can't remember exactly what he did, but something tells me
He had a single.
He had a single, RBI single.
Right up the middle.
All right. So Connor Cox has some speed. I've seen him steal a few bases, but I don't see any reason to be running here. Got this young man on the ropes right now. Don't want to give him an out on the bases. Jordan Allen swings through a fastball. He tried to quick pitch him. Yum did not give him time, and I think that's going to be a ball. Let's see. Haven't seen that in a while. He's going to try it again. I believe it's 2-1, but I'm not sure. He misses low. I don't think Jordan's a big fan of this delay between set and delivery.
But he is consistent with it. I mean, it's his delivery.
That's right, and the ump does confirm it's 3-1 here to Allen. What a good swing on a fastball, Jordan. There he does. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a play. He hit the snot out of that.
Yeah,
So
heck of a play by the pitcher.
that's right. So that's exactly how you expected that wild inning to end. So that'll be it for the Lobos in the bottom of the second, but they claw their way back. They now trail 10-7. We'll be back in just a couple seconds.
Crunch has everything you need to find your mode. Come check out Crunch Fitness with a free guest.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today. Only at Juicy's Taco.
Alrighty, we're back with you. And the Lobos are going to keep Bradley Bridges out there for a second inning. Let's see if he can throw strikes and shut these Panthers down. Now that the Lobos did their job and got him back in the ballgame. So we may be headed towards another classic, fellas.
Well, hopefully with him coming back out this inning, he has a little bit more confidence, especially with the offense scoring some runs for him. Just let your defense play. Throw some strikes out there.
It looks like number 12, Sam Flores, the shortstop, is going to lead it off for the Panthers. Feels like it's been about an hour and a half since they were up to bat.
They may have to do a little stretching, a little running in place, trying to get loosened back up.
Talk about that play and how unlucky Jordan Allen just got. Yeah. That ball left the bat probably close to 100 miles an hour directly at the pitcher's glove. Didn't have to move it an inch.
And he snow coned it.
Number 12, Sam Flores.
All right, so Sam Flores steps in for the third time for the Panthers tonight. Got a fly ball and a walk today. Here's the hoping Mr. Bridges, now the Lobos got him back in, can take a couple deep breaths and just throw strikes. First pitch is a curveball, and it's in there for a strike. That's good to see, Rex.
That is. You want to come in, build a little bit of confidence, throw a breaking ball for a strike. And
it's the first one he's got on top of since he's been in. So here's to hope we can keep that going. Second pitch misses low for a ball. So Bridges 1-1 to Flores. Another curveball, and it's in there for a strike.
There you go.
There we go. Now I see what you're talking about. Comes in just painting with that off-speed stuff and kind of throws their timing off a little bit. So Sam Flores is down 1-2. Bridges is working fast. Curveball. Hit into center field. That's going to fall in front of Taylor. And it gets over him. Takes a bad hop on the turf. And Taylor chases the ball down all the way to the wall. Flores makes the turn for third. Taylor gets it in, and we're going to have a runner on third base to start this one off after the two-base error by Taylor in center field. And you got to think, Rex, that is just an experience with this turf. It's the first time he's been out there in a while.
Yeah. Exactly. On grass, that ball bounces, hits you right square in the chest. On this AstroTurf, it takes a huge hop on you.
So Bridges' first pitch to Bebo Hinojosa misses away. And just like that, the Panthers are back rocking and rolling with runner on third with nobody out. Curveball on the 1-0 misses low. But as we've seen last half inning, I don't know there's a deficit the Lobos can't come back from tonight. So although you'd like them to not have to,
definitely
getting out of this inning with just the one run is just fine. And the 2-0 from Bridges misses low. And a wild pitch and a walk. The runner's going to score standing up. So The Lobos now trail by 4, 11-7. Runner on first and nobody out.
Now batting number 15, Mark McKean.
So there. Their 3, 4, 5 hitters have walked 5 times between them so far.
It's definitely not a good look.
That's a recipe for scoring runs, though. Number 15, Mark Racana steps in as Bridges' first pitch misses in the, I keep calling it the dirt. What do you call that, Rex? I've been calling it dirt my whole life.
It's dirt. That's brown dirt.
Misses at the brown turf. Bridges throws over, but not in time. As Hinojosa is back safely. Sound like the crowd might pick that up. Umpire is not happy with some of the dugout's antics here. He's going to talk to the coach about it, manager. I'm not sure who he was talking to. I guess that's a player. Both coaches are out on the field.
Yeah.
It would have had to have been.
I miss what the players over here saying.
Alrighty. So 15, Hinojosa. Racana steps back in, and Bridges is set to deliver the 1-0. It swung on and popped straight up to Jordan Allen. It's going to be a fairly easy play, and he unable to make it. But because the runner had to hold, they're going to get an out at second. So no harm, no foul there. And again, Rex, the sun is high, and it's not a cloud in the sky. So that's some of the stuff you're going to run into out here on a day like this, especially with that wind.
Well, and that wind just, circling out there. The flags are right toward us, then they're straight to right field, then they're right toward us.
The ball did move about 12 feet left to right. So the first pitch from Bridges to Hunter Ditsworth is going to miss high.
And then the time of the day that you're playing, so you're probably not used to seeing a lot of games playing at this time of day.
Oh, exactly. So what do we score that a fielder's choice? So there's really no error on the play.
That's a fielder's
because
choice.
we get the out at second base. Saves a little on our fielding stats.
2-0 count. He tries to call time but doesn't get it, and the ball's in there high.
Got a little room.
The ball's popped up. It's going to leave the field of play.
Connor almost had a chance to make that play there.
So with that, we're going to come back with a 2-1 count here. And Hunter Ditsworth is going to step back in. One out here in the top of the third. 11 runs across for the Panthers so far. There's a curveball in there for a strike. And Bridges is back even at 2. Wait.
Backwards
That's
K there.
strike 3.
Strikeout looking.
That was strike 3.
Yes.
Looks like the Lobos are going to have a pitching change here. Isaac De La Garza is going to come in, and I've seen Isaac a few times this year. He's got pretty good stuff, and he pounds the strike zone. So just what the doctor ordered at the moment for the Lobos.
That must have been preset on a set pitch count. He was going to throw so many pitches, and then they were going to make a change. Because with, 2 outs and a runner at first, you're not in any kind of trouble. But they must have had everything preset. You're going to throw 55 or 60, and then we're going to go to somebody else.
Yes, sir, and Isaac's come in a few times this year and really shut the door down on the opponents. So we've got ourselves a ball game here, fellas.
And he just transferred in. His family moved here back in September. This is his first year at Longview ISD. And I believe I talked to his dad back when they moved. He was calling asking about the baseball program. And I believe he's been to I think his dad may be military or have moved several times. I think he'd gone to 3 different high schools his first 3 years in high school.
Wow.
And Coach Goldman is very, very excited to have him.
Yeah, he's been impressive coming out here.
The big kid, too. He picked a good place to land.
Yes.
Here in Longview. May have to get up and hand it over to you guys for just a minute. I got to walk my back off before it's not funny, but before the game, a wasp flew down my shirt and stung me on the back, Rex. Felt like I took a shot to the lower back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now it's not fun.
Not with the sun beating down on either.
Yeah.
That warmth is what's good for it. But
I don't know. I've never been stung by a wasp. Certainly not where I can't scratch it. It's the worst part. All righty, so the catcher here, Charlie Deaton, is going to step in for the 3rd time tonight. And Isaac De La Garza is set to make sure Lufkin ends this game with 11 runs and 11 runs only. First pitch is in there for a strike. That's a good sign there.
It was a good fastball. Down, away. I mean, that's a pitch that you just, if you hit it, you're going to do nothing with it.
So the 0-1 to Deaton. High and tight for a ball. Center fielder Caleb Hillis waiting on deck. He's had a pretty good game so far. So De La Garza is set for the 1-1 to Deaton. He's going to throw over to first. Mark Requena at first isn't going anywhere. He's back easily. One looked like it had a little movement on it, maybe some sort of cutter there, or slider. Not sure what he'd call that, but it misses low.
That's a good block by the catcher. For a freshman, he's as good as any freshman I've ever seen, I think.
He looks like he's going to be quite an athlete as he puts on some more size.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it.
You can tell he's caught a lot of baseball.
2-1 misses low. Pickoff attempt. Throws down a little high, but Cox is able to bring that in. And the runner's back safely. So we're going to set here for the 3-1 from De La Garza to Deaton, the Panthers catcher. And it misses inside for a ball. De La Garza's first battery faces reaches via the walk. And the Panthers are going to have runners on first and second with 2 out here. Going to have a pinch runner here. It's going to be 11. Colby Cover going to come in and run for the Panthers as Caleb Hillis steps in for his 3rd at bat tonight. De La Garza sets to deliver. Checks the runner at second, comes home with it, and that ball's in there for a strike. Looked like it had a little movement on it there.
Got her just a little out in front of it, too.
De La Garza's ahead 0-1. The 0-1's a breaking ball that misses away.
Catcher's getting a workout today.
Yes, he is.
He will, if he does this for 7 full innings, he will sleep well tonight.
The 2-1's in there for a strike. So De La Garza's back even with the count with a chance to get the Lobos out of this inning here with a good pitch on 2-2. Nice breaking ball. Good stop by Drew. Fumbles a little bit, throws down to first, and it's in time. So the Lobos are out of a jam. Only allow 1 run here in the third. We're going to head to the bottom of the third inning with the Lobos only trailing by 4 runs. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Howdy, East Texas. Neil McCoy here for Patterson Nissan in Longview, home of the free lifetime warranty. Shopping for a pre-owned vehicle has never been easier. Just head over to PattersonCars.com and you'll find over 1,400 quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, many certified pre-owned and backed by the Patterson Lifetime Warranty. And you can buy with confidence because each one has to pass a 167-point inspection before it's listed for sale. Log on and find your new-to-you pre-owned car, truck, or SUV at PattersonCars.com.
All righty, welcome back. We are live here from Lobo Field. Me and Keaton aren't sure. Is that what this is called, Lobo Field? Obviously, Lobo Stadium's across the street, and Lobo Coliseum's even further across the street, but I don't see a name here. I'm just assuming Lobo Field's what they go by.
Yes, sir.
That's what they've always called it.
Well, that's what it is then, Lobo Field. We are live
Field.
from Lobo Field with the Lufkin Panthers visiting your Longview Lobos, and we've got a I don't know how to describe this. It looks like a barn burner coming down here.
Well, if you like
Lots
runs,
of offense, that's right.
If you like runs, this is your game.
It looks like the Panthers are going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be number 10.
Coming up to bat for the Lobos, we got number 1, Al.
I don't have a 10 on the roster they've given me, so unfortunately I don't know who this young man is. Yes, it is. Never mind. That is Dylan Vincent, the same starter. I don't know where that came from. So scratch that. Vincent's going to remain in for the third here as Al Gatson, the Lobo shortstop, leads off. Gets behind 0-2 here. It's a good swing on a breaking ball.
I wasn't sure if he was a different pitcher, but I knew he had the exact same eye black all the way down his
For
face.
some reason, I thought Vincent was number 15, so
I thought,
that's my fault.
How do you do eye black, 2 guys exactly alike with that much on you?
Yes. And you don't see pitches like that too often.
So the 0-2 to Gatson is in the dirt for a ball.
See, that's one of those you pick up about halfway and realize it's going to the screen, take a quick swing, and run down to first base. And
that's right. So here's the 1-2. Oh, no. No. All right, Jason, get the camera on the pitcher, please. So Gatson takes a fastball off his face, and he's I can't even describe this. I don't want to.
It's not a good sight.
So we're just gonna keep it to ourselves. He's walking off on his own power, but he's bleeding a little bit from the face. I don't know where. Just so you know, if you're watching, he seems to be okay, but
it's tough. You definitely don't. You hate to see that.
Lobos will have a runner on first base here to start the inning, but that is almost irrelevant at this point. We're all praying and hoping that Al's okay. Like he said, the kid probably throws in the 80s somewhere, and that hit him right square in the face.
Yeah.
Didn't hear a bat and helmet at all. So looks like the pitcher, obviously there's no intent there. He's pretty shaken up too. So.
Oh, it's tough on them. I mean, the kids that throw it have as hard a time or sometimes harder than the young man that gets hit. I mean, luckily, our trainers over there, we've got 3 of the best athletic trainers at Longview schools that you will find anywhere. And she's over there with him right now, and he's in great hands.
Yes. Tough kid. He was able to kind of bounce up kind of quickly.
I guarantee you the first thing in his mind was, I need to get to first base.
Absolutely.
Being a Lobo, the first thought in his mind was, I'll be okay. I'm headed to first base.
Absolutely.
So Andrew Tudd is going to pinch run for Mr. Gatson, and we'll see who's going to play shortstop when we get there.
I've seen some remarkable things through the years. We were at Hallsville, 10, 12 years ago, and a player on the far sideline completely tore his knee completely out. They bring the stretcher around, and he refused to get on it. 2 players got him, one under each arm, and walked him back across the field. And then when he got to the sideline, he got on the stretcher and went and got in the ambulance. But he was not going to ride off that field.
Yep, it's one thing that they teach you when you first come into Longview is being mentally and physically tough. Show no weakness.
Okay, so Dylan Vincent's going to take some warm-up pitches. And Jarrett Lewis is heading to second base. So he's going to be the pinch runner.
So we got a running back on the bases right now.
Had to get his shoes laced up.
You'd think Coach King would be at all these games watching all of his kids, watching all of his players play baseball.
First pitch to Drew Flores. We're back underway. Is swung on and fouled back behind us for a strike. I saw a tweet the other day. Coach King is out watching his daughter do some gymnastics somewhere. I'm not sure where I know where she goes to school, but I don't know where it is.
I think they were in Shreveport last weekend, and they're at Denton this weekend. I think it's their conference meet is in Denton this weekend.
So he's got some dad duties this weekend.
Oh, yes. And then with spring football starting up, he will be a man on the road quite a bit the next several weeks.
So throw over by Vincent, and Jarrett Lewis is back within plenty of time. So Drew Flores is up for the second time tonight. Struck out swinging his first time up. The 1-1 to him misses high. And it's one of those things that you don't really necessarily want to talk about it, but that very well could have thrown off the starting pitcher Vincent a little bit here moving forward.
Yep.
You're not going to get that out of your mind, what we just saw. So the 2-1 to Drew he's going to miss high. So the Lobos are one pitch away from bringing the tying run on deck here after being down 10-0. A 3-1 to Flores, and that's a ball. So I think that's going to do it for Vincent. I don't know that he's able to shake that image from that errant pitch to Al. So here's to hoping Al's okay and Dylan's okay as well. So Lobos have 2 men on. And who's coming up here? DK Taylor. DT, I'm sorry.
I put DK, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
So isn't it DK, DeKalen?
That's what I thought, but he goes by DT.
Oh, he does?
Last name Taylor, yeah. So
okay.
I think I accidentally called him DK one time, and he corrected me.
Okay.
I have a habit of doing this sometimes, too.
I've always called him DK, but.
Lobos have 2 men on and nobody out, and as I said, the tying run is now on deck as the Panthers do bring in a new pitcher. And this is number 21, Ricky Rodriguez. Give you a look from behind so you can see some of the stuff Ricky's throwing. Looks like we're going to be in for a nice long beautiful afternoon of baseball, Keaton.
Hey, the weather is good, so I have no complaints about it.
That's right. Rex told you early on, don't make dinner plans.
No time soon.
At least not us. Everybody else, go have some dinner. You can watch this on your phone. Looks like Ricky's got a nice 3-quarter fastball delivery there. And we'll do the best we can to give you an update on Al. If we can get some information from someone. I'm sure Rex has got some connections I probably don't at the moment. Keaton probably grew up with all his family. I'm surprised they haven't come over and updated us already. Mayor Longview over here with us.
I bet I know a lot of them.
It is a tight bunch, I will tell you.
Absolutely.
Me growing up being a Bobcat, my whole life I had to fight really, really hard.
You still tell people that, huh?
Exactly. I get my cat claw up every time I need to.
But you're wearing green, so that's all that matters.
Exactly. Tuesday night was really tough on me.
Yeah.
They were heckling me as I was leaving.
It's a pretty good game. Just not a whole lot went the Lobos' way Tuesday.
Yeah.
So DT DeKalen Taylor is up. He drew a walk his first time up, a big walk, as Keaton said, that kind of helped bust that inning open. So here we go, DT. Let's see if we can get something going here. The first pitch from Rodriguez to DeKalen Taylor is going to be a fastball on the outside corner, so he starts ahead in the count.
All right. He probably wanted to see that first pitch just to kind of time it up a little bit while he was in the box.
And the 0-1 is swung on and missed. So
this pitcher's slower from the stretch than the last one that we had.
I was just thinking the same thing,
I mean, he went
too.
twice as long.
I almost said something. He had a long pause.
Oh my goodness, it's too nice outside, Keaton. I'm gonna have a sunburn and a wasp sting to tend to on my back.
It was the reason why I wanted to wear my long sleeve.
So the 0-2 to Taylor from Rodriguez is
There
swung
you
on
go.
and
There
lined
you
into
go.
right field for a base hit. Jared
you
Allen is
go.
being waved around. He's going to score easily.
Good hit, DT.
And Tucker Gary, who came on to pinch run for Flores, gets to third. So DeKalen Taylor continues his excellent day at the plate, and the Lobos get that run back almost immediately.
Yes.
We're in for a good one, fellas.
Long ways from over.
That's right. Runners at first and third for the Lobos.
I was quite surprised to see Lufkin pitcher come back out to start that inning.
That ball is popped up into right field. A lot of sun, a lot of wind out there, but he's able to make the play. He's going to tag. Tucker Gary's coming home, and he scores. Excellent job by the Lobos. That's some fantastic base running there.
Yes, that's good aggressiveness right there.
Gives Doxy a sacrifice and an RBI,
and we got the top of the lineup up
with just one out.
And just like that, the Lobos only trail by 2 after beginning this game down 10-0.
Keep your eyes here on DT here. He may be able to steal one and get in scoring position.
I don't know if Maine, this dude's so slow to the plate. There's no doubt he's going. And there he goes.
There you go.
First pitch, and he's in there by a mile
right on cue.
As the throw gets away. So speed on the bases.
Absolutely.
You can't defend it. And the first pitch, I didn't get a call, but either way, just like that, there's a runner in scoring position. A DT single is usually a triple with that kind of speed. We're talking. What, do you run a 10-3 in the 100 the other day?
Ran a 10-5-6.
10-5-6. Okay. So Ronald Woods does a shimmy on the ball low, and I believe it's 2-0 now.
And those of us that are old enough to remember a 100-yard dash, that would be like a 9.5 100-yard dash. Bob Hayes ran a 9.2 in the Olympics in Mexico City. So that's getting down the track.
That is definitely blazing. You're just out here getting track practice right now.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing that box, young man.
So, folks, there's only one out, correct, Rex?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I was incorrect. So 1 out. And Ronald Woods at the plate with the Kalen Taylor on second base. A single almost certainly scores that run. So Woods is ahead in the count 3-0, according to the scoreboard, with Taylor Tatum awaiting on deck. That ball's in there for a strike, as Woods does his dance in the box, his shimmy. Rodriguez gets the call, but he's still ahead. I just envision one being sliced right down that left field line here.
Yes, sir.
And having these two speedsters just take off running.
They can trade places. I'll take that.
And Rex kind of touched on earlier, just the athleticism this Lobos team has all over the field.
Oh, from 1 to 9. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yes, sir.
That's how you do it out there. DeKalen Taylor dances around a little bit, gets the pitcher's attention. Doesn't dare throw over there because if that's in center field, he's scoring. So here's the 3-1 to Woods. Swung on and missed. Apparently that was a 3-2. He's going to throw down to first, and he gets him in time. So the scoreboard was wrong. I was wrong. That's on me, folks. I need to pay more attention.
Now batting number 2, Taylor.
But as Keaton can attest, I've got my hands full here.
Yeah, he does. It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's definitely impressive.
So you're the one that changes
I'm
the
doing
view?
all of
Okay.
it, yeah. And calling the game.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Where's the producer of this operation?
You're looking at
looking at him.
Yeah. I was going to bring up Taylor Tatum with a runner in scoring position, but the swings he's put on the ball tonight, he can tie this game with one swing of the bat.
I'm telling you, Rex, he has it down. I sit there in amaze at times.
Oh, the other night when I was doing the press box announcing, I watched the game and listened to y'all the entire game.
Is that why you chose to hop in with us?
No.
Can't stand this anymore. The first pitch to Taylor is going to bounce in the brown turf. I got it right that time. He's an impressive built young man. I've seen him do some wild things on the football field and the weight room. And I got a feeling it's only going to get more impressive as the years pass. So the 1-0 to Tatum, looking to square one up here and draw the Lobos to within one or even tie it. He calls time. These Lufkin pitchers are very slow to the plate. Oh, just got some news on your shortstop, Al Gadsden. Going to be okay. He's got I don't want to say just a broken nose, but all things considered, that's probably the best case scenario there.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the young
Much
man.
blood as we saw. So Taylor's taking off for third.
He's safe.
And he's safe. He's so fast our camera couldn't keep up. So now we're going to have a man on third base, a very fast man on third base with a 2-0 count to the number 2 hole hitter, Taylor Tatum.
Yeah, because catcher bobbles this one at all.
Oh, yeah.
Gets behind him just a couple of feet, and that's another run.
That's right. So Tatum's ahead in the count. You don't want to face Flores here with 2 men on, so Taylor Tatum knows he's getting something to hit. He just needs to not be late. And fastball misses inside. He's ahead 3-0 here, so Lobos still have something going. And I've noticed Coach Goldman's a lot more aggressive than I've seen some other high school coaches, so I think Taylor Tatum probably has the green light to do some damage here.
Definitely.
Watches a pitch fall low, so Taylor Tatum draws a walk. So we've got runners on first and third for the meat of the order. Center fielder playing DH today, Drew Flores, is going to step in. He hit the tar out of a ball his last at bat. We all thought it was gone. It one hops the wall. Got a chance to, with some speed on the corners, got a chance to tie this game with something in the gap here.
Yeah, you got the left fielder. He's scooting back a little bit.
Scoot. I don't know how much further he can move back.
Yeah, he's getting
He's
him.
playing on the warning track.
Yeah, he's on the brown turf out there.
Yeah, he's out there playing them for no doubles right now.
That's right. Going to give you a single to left field if you want it, Drew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gabe. So Rodriguez sets with the 0-1 to Flores. Taylor Tatum's going.
Easy.
No throw down because the second they throw there, Taylor takes off. So 2 men in scoring position now for the Lobo designated hitter. So base hit And the Lobos will have come all the way back from 10 down to tie this game up. The 1-1 from Rodriguez to Gabe Flores is low, and that is going to score to Kalen Taylor.
Sir.
And Taylor Tatum is going to advance to third. So the Lobos draw within 1 on a wild pitch from Rodriguez.
That ball bounced. If it hadn't been hitting the umpire in the back of the leg, it would have bounced straight back to home plate. That's the one, when they put these pads up back here, the ball bounces really, really strong off of them. And it bounces really true.
That's right. They had a chance to get just about anybody out.
Yes.
But maybe not that
Not
kid.
Rocket Man.
So now we've got a runner on third base, and Gabe Flores, Lobo designated hitter with a chance to drive in another run. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up, or his second time up, pardon me. Ahead in the count 2-1. And it's in there for a strike on the inside corner. So here's to hoping Rodriguez throws a waste pitch here, and it gets away from the catcher, and the Lobos get an easy run to tie this thing. He's got 1 to waste here with a 2-2 count to Gabe Flores. And that's exactly what happens, but it doesn't get far enough away for Taylor Tatum to score. So we're full here with 2 outs. He swings and misses. And that's going to be it for the Lobos. But they are able to score 3 more and draw within 1. So after 3, and I repeat, only 3 innings of play, it is Lufkin 11, Longview 10. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the top of the 4th.
Over the last 10 years, our office has achieved many record verdicts and settlements. Our commitment has always been to outwork and outfight any opponent we have in whatever courtroom we find ourselves in.
At Godarzi & Young, we have settlements and verdicts that are unmatched. Whether you come face to face with the corporation or the insurance company, they know that if they don't justly compensate our clients, they're going to have to face the Godarzi & Young trial team in the courtroom.
All righty, we're back with you. You got a look at Isaac De La Garza is going to stay on for the Lobos to pitch us to start a second inning here. Did a pretty good job keeping Lufkin at bay the last time up, as the Lobos have, I don't want to say clawed their way back in. It's only taken them 2 innings to score 10 runs to get back in this one. Hey, Coach.
What's your name? I don't have your name on the scoreboard. John Cobb. John Cobb.
Coach John Cobb stops by the booth here for Lufkin to talk with us a little bit. Mouths wow. And I agree, this is a heck of a game so far. And looks like the number 9 hole hitter, Christian Mumphrey, is going to lead off for the Panthers, but he's put 2 fantastic at-bats together tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty impressive batting from the 9 spot. I want to say he got an RBI his first at-bat.
The first pitch from De La Garza is in there for a strike. Looked like something off speed there.
Which anytime you can do that and get away with it, that's a great thing as a pitcher. When you can take a little off and get a strike on the first pitch, you are way ahead.
And the 0-1 is another off-speed pitch fouled just towards the Panthers' dugout. The Lobos, I don't want to say they desperately need a clean inning here because it's apparent they're going to score some runs, but it'd be nice to have a 0 up on that scoreboard, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So the 0-2 from De La Garza. He's got a couple waste pitches here. Curveball. Oof. I thought it came back over the plate, but it didn't. Mumphrey takes that high for a ball and steps back in immediately, and De La Garza is set to work fast here. Here's the 1-2. And that's put in play up the middle. It's going to bounce off the bag, and there's no play for the shortstop. I didn't catch a number on that, but it looks like number 4 is going to come in and play shortstop for the Lobos, and Jarrett Lewis is going to play second base.
keep the ball in the infield.
That's Kiefer Doxey has moved from second to shortstop, and Jarrett Lewis has come in to play second base. As the right fielder, Chip Buchanan steps in for the Lufkin Panthers. And looking at your scorebook here, it's going to get pretty wild here, it looks like. I think this is his fourth at bat. We're on the top of the fourth. He's going to square a bunt. The pitch is low, but I think they're going to say he went, so it's going to be 0-1.
Oh, wow.
Or are they? Let's see if we can get a count from them. Keaton's living dangerously over here.
I am.
Leaving on the net like that.
Yeah.
Right-hander up here. So I guess it's going to be a 1-0 to the leadoff man. That's going to miss outside. Runs the count to 2-0. We're back to the top of the order here. De La Garza needs to settle in and start throwing some strikes for the Lobos. He checks the runner at first. That's Mumphrey. But he's not too far off the bag, so he sets to deliver the 2-0. Another bunt. It's a
foul.
Good one, but it's going to just dribble foul. I guess I don't necessarily, Rex, understand the bunting and playing for one run here when you've given up 10 in the last 2 innings, but I'm not the one making that call.
He may be tired of swinging. He may have worn himself out.
Yeah,
it's the fourth time he's batting tonight.
Yeah.
So.
As a Lobo fan, you'll take it.
I think something tells me it's going to take more than 11 to win this one. What do you think, Rex?
At least a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half.
Counts 2-1 here to the leadoff man, Chip Buchanan, who's swinging away, and he hits one into right center field. That's Taylor Tatum out there underneath it. Makes the easy play. And just like that, out number 1.
I've changed my mind. That's not Bo Jackson. That's Dave Winfield out there. That is.
Hey, that's not a bad comparison either.
First man to ever get a multi-year, multi-million-dollar contract.
And you know the sad thing, Rex, not a single player on this field has any idea who that is.
They don't. If they listen to a little bit of baseball, they know who he is.
Exactly.
The first pitch is in there to number 2 hole hitter Gavin Del Toro. Dave Winfield was the first humongous slugger to come around. He's built like a how do I say this online, live? You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I mean, he looked like
tool shed.
He looked like a combination of an NFL tight end and a.
He got him sleeping.
He
got him. Got him. And the pickoff play is good. Mumphrey's picked off at first, so that's the first mistake we've seen on the bases tonight from either team. He got leaning a little bit. De La Garza caught him.
That's a boy.
All right. Looks like we might have a clean inning here for the first time tonight. Don't want to speak too soon, but De La Garza's ahead 0-1 on Gavin Del Toro here. 2 outs and nobody on. That's in there for a strike. So
there you go.
This would be huge for the Lobos.
There's a definitely big swing in momentum here.
There it is. He got him swinging at a nasty breaking ball down and away. So excellent job by Isaac De La Garza there to get the Lobos a clean inning. So headed to the bottom of the 4th, the Lobos trail by 1. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
At Godarzi & Young, we take things more seriously.
Every case that's handled at our office is handled by a team. That work and dedication has caused our office to recover more record verdicts and settlements than any other law firm in Northeast Texas.
It is our obligation to make sure our client has the financial backings and the manpower to be successful.
We are exactly who we say we are. We're trial lawyers who've gotten results year in, year out.
All righty, we're back. Headed to the bottom of the 4th in what looks like it's going to be a heck of a finish here today. I might as well say tonight because we're headed that direction, fellas. And number 21, Ricky Rodriguez, is going to remain on the mound for the Panthers.
And this is like one of the big giant heavyweight fights you used to watch on Saturday night on the television, and where it's just slug, get knocked down, get up, hit the other guy 2 or 3 times in the face, get knocked down, get up, and just a slugfest for what used to be 15 rounds, and we'll go 7 innings the same way.
That's another thing none of these kids will remember now. You got to pay $70 to watch those fights.
Right? I haven't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, how about this? We got a little March Madness right here on the diamond tonight.
So Ricky Rodriguez is going to face Connor Cox, a Lobo first baseman, been on a few times tonight via the walk. First pitch from him is going to miss outside. So Connor Cox absolutely has it in him to tie this game with one swing of the bat, not at bat. If he puts a charge in one. So Rodriguez is behind 1-0 to the big first baseman. Good rip by Cox. That's going to be fouled straight back.
He's due. This is his 6th at bat without a home run, so he hits about every 6 or 7 at bat. So
you heard it here. First from
go.
Rex Scroggins. That's a good pitch on the outside corner. 1-2. Rodriguez appears to be working a little quicker this inning than last. Out of the windup. Here's the 1-2. And it's fouled straight back, foul tip.
Good eye.
Here we go, even count at 2. As Connor's going to help the catcher find that one.
Well, he felt guilty. He kicked it behind him after the ball bounced up on his foot. He was a perfect gentleman. He went and got it for him.
And the 1-2 bounce, the 2-2 bounces in, so the count's full. So Connor's a big kid. It appears his football days are way behind him now. He's off to bigger and better things. Going to play some college baseball down in the Austin area. Full count pitch from Rodriguez to Cox. He is going to bounce very low. So Cox draws another walk.
Yeah, the pitcher respected him enough not to pitch him a decent strike.
And the Lobos have another leadoff runner as Jordan Allen, the third baseman, steps into the plate. Had a pretty good night tonight so far. And the one out he has made was a 100-mile-an-hour line drive back to the pitcher. It ended an inning, so Jordan's feeling it tonight. Cox leads off of first. Rodriguez checks, and here's the pitch to Allen. That's going to catch the outside corner. Counts even at 1. Ball's hit fairly well to right field, but the right fielder's underneath it, makes the play and gets it back in. It's going to be 1 down for the Lobos as Jarrett Lewis steps in.
Now batting for the Lobos, we got number 9, Jarrett Lewis.
On days like today, I don't know if there's anything that would be considered a routine fly ball. The way that sun is coming right at those outfielders, I don't think there's a routine.
If you're just tuning in, Jarrett Lewis is in to replace Lobo shortstop Al Gadsden. There's a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Who had to leave the game? He took a pitch to the head area. Luckily, it was a broken nose and not anything more serious. So he's doing okay. We're thinking about you, Al, if you're watching.
Yeah, get well soon.
As the 0-1 to Lewis is a little low. This kid looks like he's got some power too, Rex. Big kid.
We've got several kids who can get the ball out of the park.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed.
He took a little off of that one.
And that one misses in. So Lewis evens the count at 2 with a good take there. And Rodriguez is working substantially faster this inning than he was last half inning. So the 2-2 to Lewis is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball in the zone. That's going to be 2 down for the Lobos.
That was a great pitch. I mean, that's just, when they throw that pitch and it's that good, it's just, you're really going to have a hard time hitting it.
Yes, sir, especially after the preceding pitch was a fastball right at you.
Yeah.
You're going to have to think about that. So Drew Flores is up, the freshman catcher for the Lobos, who's had a pretty long day so far.
He's worked hard. He walked last time up and scored a run. So one of those 10 that's up there is his.
He's going to take one high and tight to even the count at 1. The ball gets away from Rodriguez, but not far enough for Connor Cox to advance. So
all these other guys are skilled football players. He's an offensive lineman. It's got to go a long ways.
Flores takes the 1-1 high.
He played center, and it was a heck of a center. If he hadn't had that ankle injury where we had to have surgery back in the fall, he would have been a huge addition to our offensive line last year.
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Good rip by Flores there. Just tipped that at the plate. Some of that muscle he put on during football season is kind of coming in handy this year at the plate. So the 2-2 to Drew Flores is popped up towards the Lufkin bench, and the play is made by the first baseman. So that's going to do it for the Lobos in the bottom half of the 4th. Clean inning by both teams for the first time today. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Howdy, East Texas. Neil McCoy here for Patterson Nissan in Longview, home of the free lifetime warranty. Shopping for a pre-owned vehicle has never been easier. Just head over to PattersonCars.com and you'll find over 1,400 quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, many certified pre-owned and backed by the Patterson Lifetime Warranty. And you can buy with confidence because each one has to pass a 167-point inspection before it's listed for sale. Log on and find your new-to-you pre-owned car, truck, or SUV at PattersonCars.com.
All righty, welcome back. After those messages from our one of our presenting sponsors, Patterson Nissan. If you're in need of a new or used car, go down there and ask for Matt Schillings and tell him Frank from Game Day sent you. We appreciate what you guys do for us, helping us bring this to the community and you know, expose some of our Lobo players to some of the public that hadn't had access to it in a long time. So thank you very much, Patterson. Same goes for Godarzi and Young, big law firm in town, one of the bigger ones in the country at that. RJ Trailers helping us out with big game day trailer we travel to game day to away games with. Juicy's Hamburgers, Juicy's Tacos. I've mentioned that on air a few times. That's probably where I'm headed as soon as I leave here. So you're looking at Isaac De La Garza. Lobo pitchers come in and kind of settled things down a little bit, Rex.
He did. He has come in and done a really, really good job throwing way more strikes and balls and keeping the ball away from him. And I mean, he's taking control of the game.
The last inning was a little anticlimactic, but let's hope that they save the good stuff for the 7th inning.
I mean, he's going to face 3, 4, 5 right now. And, I mean, this right here, hitting the meat of the order in the 5th inning may be the difference in this game.
Mm-hmm. It's going to bring up Sam Flores, the Panthers shortstop. Like you said, your box score is getting a little outrageous there, so I assume he's been on by the walk several times tonight. Fly ball, walk, single, scored a run, scored 2 runs.
Scored 2 runs, had a triple, a base on balls, and flew out to a center fielder.
Big night for Flores. Big day, I keep saying night. It'll be night soon at this rate. So First pitch to Flores misses for a ball. De La Garza sets for the 1-0. He misses with that.
Go, Sam. Mira.
2-0. And that misses away. So De La Garza is a little behind to start off the first batter here in the fifth for the Panthers. Scored 5 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, and we're scoreless last inning. Three O's in there, so De La Garza is back in it, 3-1. And the 3-1's going to miss up and away. So just like that, another leadoff walk. Been several for both teams today.
Yeah, De La Garza, he's mad at himself, kind of beating himself up a little bit, but he has a chance to get these batters back.
That's right. Third baseman Bebo Hinojosa.
He's had a hit and 2 base on balls, scored 2 runs so far.
Guys hitting cleanup. Big kid, big righty.
Yeah. Checking them out over here in the on-deck circle.
First pitch from De La Garza misses away. Gonna have to make them earn it here, Rex.
Oh, he's gonna. I mean, they've showed us today they're not going to swing at bad pitches.
As the 1-0 misses down. So Bebo Hinojosa is ahead 2-0 with a runner on first, and he takes the 2-0 for a strike. De La Garza set, throws over to first, but Flores is back in time.
You might think the way they tried to bunt the runner up early, they may try to do something here with a hit and run. Or
that ball is tattooed down the left field line, but foul.
Now he's got him where he needs him.
Yep. He was just a little out there, a little fast on that swing there.
Never a great sign when you're on the mound and the cleanup hitter is that early on your fastball.
That means you got him right where you want him.
That's right, yeah.
You got him right where you want him now. Pull the string.
So the full count pitch from De La Garza is swung on and just tipped. So he's going to stay alive. I hear people in the crowd saying Bebo, so I apologize for my mispronunciation. It's Bebo Hinojosa, not Bebo. Bebo. I don't know how to, that's 3 different pronunciations, so I'm going to say Bebo. De La Garza sets, checks the runner, and comes set for the 3-2. And gets him with an off-speed pitch and a foul tip, so that's a huge strikeout for Isaac De La Garza.
What a way to bounce back and get that out after walking at first at bat.
Oh, to get the cleanup hitter.
Yes.
Oh, that's huge right there.
Yes, sir.
As first baseman Mark Requena steps in, wearing number 15, big lefty hitter here. Looks like he's walked a few times, and he's the one that popped up that had turned into a fielder's choice.
Yes.
First pitch from De La Garza is in the dirt.
Yeah, so officially he's 0 for 1, but he scored 2 runs. I won't even attempt to do earned runs at the end of this game.
Somebody's got to plug that into the Game Changer app. I don't envy them at all. The 1-0 from De La Garza misses high.
Because a pass ball is an earned run, a wild pitch is not an earned run. No, that's backwards. A pass ball is not an earned run, a wild pitch is.
2-0 misses high, so De La Garza falls behind again. This time to first baseman Mark Requena, who's been on twice today via the base on ball. Sam Flores is on first. 3-0 pitches in there for a strike. And if you're just tuning in, yeah, you're reading that correctly. It is 11-10 here in the top of the fifth. Lufkin went for 2 after they scored a tie. That's how we got here. So here's the 3-1 from De La Garza. Swung on and nubbed to third base. Jordan Allen's there. What a play. And the runner is caught off of third base.
Yep.
Off of second base.
There you go.
And he's out.
That's a heck of a play.
Absolutely.
Heck of a play by the shortstop to cover for the third baseman to be able to get that bang-bang double play.
Yes, sir. So with that, the Lobos are out of a second consecutive inning without giving up any runs. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Printing your photos just got easier. Just pick your size, color, and favorite photo, and we'll do the rest. Because your unforgettable moments are meant to be framed.
All right, we're back with you. While we were away, we were talking about a big play by a freshman there.
Yeah, he's definitely played a lot of baseball because he was heads up on that play. He was able to be right there in stride as the runner took off too.
Yeah, so many of these kids these days, they play, they've played baseball in probably 7 or 8, maybe 10 different states on 5 or 6 different teams. They've played, national level play. They've played probably more games on turf fields than they've played on grass fields.
Absolutely.
When they get to high school.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing the training and the games that some of these kids play 85, 90 games a year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of turf fields, this is by far one of the nicer turf fields I've ever seen. This reminds me of a college layout here.
Yeah, it does.
Big time college layout.
Yeah, it does. Very impressive.
With that being said, DT DeKalen Taylor is in, and I know Coach doesn't like to give away outs via the bunt, but right now, if he could lay one down, instead he hits it to the gap. DeKalen Taylor is running. He rounds first.
He's not going to stop neither.
He rounds second. He's headed for third, and he is going to be. Oh, he got it! What a play! How do you throw DeKalen Taylor?
Oh no!
Wow. That was the perfect throw in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
The glove was sitting right there on the ground in front of the bag.
He put it right where.
And he hit his. If that throws 2 inches either 3 directions, he's safe. But that was a great play.
Yeah. Just perfect relay, perfect job by the right fielder out there. I would have told you that 0 times out of 100. You were getting DeKalen Taylor at third base on a ball in the gap to right center field.
I totally agree with you on that one.
Wow, what a play. This game has been everything we hoped it would.
Yeah, been very exciting.
And that goes back to turf field. In a grass field, that ball checks up, and it probably takes 2 more seconds to get to the outfielder, which gives him, by then, he's there by 3 steps.
Hit pretty well to the second baseman. But just like that, the Lobos have 2 down. And I wonder if the turf, on that note, helps the right fielder with traction-wise, getting out there with the ball faster.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, because right field has been soggy ground for the last 15 years here. The way the drainage on this field, right field was soggy, wet in the best of on the best of days.
Yeah.
So that's twice today the turf has gotten Taylor. Remember the play in center field earlier as Ronald Woods takes the first pitch for a ball. He does his patented, we call that a waggle, Keaton? What do you think?
Definitely call it
Best
a
way to
waggle.
describe that? I'm not sure what you call that.
I'd definitely call it a waggle.
1-0 was swung on and missed. So it would have been nice to have DT on here at second, but you want him going 100 times out of 100 there, Rex.
Oh, absolutely.
Took a perfect relay to get him. As Woods takes the 1-1 outside for a ball. Excellent job by my cameraman catching that throw at third base. Quick shout out to him out here in the sun. Sitting next to us over here, Rex. Been a long day for him, too.
And he doesn't even have a chair.
Mm-mm. We don't need him having it too good now. The 2-2 is low, so Ronald Woods going to draw a full count here with a chance to get on base for the meat of the order. Lobos still trail by 1. Woods calls a timeout. Coach Goldman reminds him to make sure the ump gives you time before you step out. So here's the full count pitch, and it's going to be in the dirt. And Ronald Woods is going to give the Lobos a base runner with Taylor Tatum coming to the plate. It's the second time Tatum's going to be, will have seen Ricky Rodriguez, I'm sorry.
He's 1 for 2. Had a strikeout in the first, a single. He's had a base on balls and scored 1 run. Got 1 RBI so far.
So he walked against Rodriguez last time up, so he's seen it out of his hand well. Here's to hoping he hits something hard somewhere. Woods is off and running as Taylor hits one to center field pretty well, but it's a fairly routine play without the wind, and the play is going to be made by the center fielder. So the Lobos are down 1, headed to the top of the 6th inning. We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll see you in 30 more seconds.
Over the last 10 years, our office has achieved many record verdicts and settlements. Our commitment has always been to outwork and outfight any opponent we have in whatever courtroom we find ourselves in.
At Godarzi & Young, we have settlements and verdicts that are unmatched. Whether you come face to face with the corporation or an insurance company, they know that if they don't justly compensate our clients, they're going to have to face the Godarzi & Young trial team in the courtroom.
We are right back with you. That's Connor Cox you're looking at there. Going to be your Lobo relieving pitcher here. He's going to come in and take De La Garza's place and see if he can't give the Lobos another clean inning or two, give them a chance to win this ball game. I'm not sure if I know much about Connor Cox's history, but based on the music playing, he's a California boy. Is that right, Rex?
He likes to spend time out there. He has a lot of family out there. They go to Lake Tahoe and California quite a bit, so. And he really hasn't pitched since he was real young. I mean, he's been strictly a power hitter and a first baseman. Last year just refused. I mean, I'm not going to pitch. I'll go to Spring Hill before I'll pitch. And this year, coach said, "Hey, we need you on the mound." He said, "Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm going to the mound." So
done some maturing a little bit.
Yep.
And I could tell being in the dugout on some of the games that we don't stream, he's definitely one of, if not the team leader in there. Keeps everybody in check and just a good kid, I can tell all the way around.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. If he thinks you're not hustling, not giving 100%, not doing your job, he's going to be the first one right there telling them.
You got to love that. Got to love that, especially by the senior.
And that I think a lot of that comes from being the center on the football team.
Absolutely.
The leader of that offensive line for 2 years.
Designated hitter Hunter Ditzworth is going to step in here to face Connor Cox. It's the first pitch. I believe it missed for a ball.
Yes.
There's a fastball in there for a strike. Looks like he's got a little tailing action on that fastball.
Yeah. By the looks of it, you can tell it looks like he's been a pitcher. There you
There's
go.
a fastball swung on and missed. So Cox is ahead really early on here. This is what the Lobos need. As few base runners as possible, because you get a man or two on, you got the top of that order again, and you don't want to see them with runners on this late in the ball game.
Kind of hate this right here by the coach stalling.
Getting Connor out of his rhythm.
Yeah. Understand he got a job to do.
So here's the 1-2 from Cox. Fastball is going to miss up and away. There's a ball put in play down the right field line. It's going to be just foul. Way behind on the fastball.
He hadn't had a whole lot. I've talked to him. He works for me at our store part-time during the day. And, I mean, he's pitched pretty well. He hadn't had a whole lot of defensive support when he's been out there. So he said he was going to have a long, strong talk with his defense. Hey, I'll throw strikes if y'all catch the ball.
There's a breaking ball hit to Jordan Allen. Kid can play some third base. That's an auto out over there. So there's some defensive support for Connor Cox early on.
Yes.
And as you said that, I took a glance out to shortstop. It looks like Isaac De La Garza has moved to shortstop, and second baseman back over to second base, the guy who started there.
Right, Doxy. So who is number 8? We have a new first baseman.
Give me 1 second. I'll get that for
right.
you. I've seen him on the mound earlier this season. That is Campbell Williams.
Okay.
You'll recognize that name from basketball.
Yes.
Yeah,
Basketball.
big post player.
Yeah.
He had a little pick and roll going
He was
with Drew.
He was
Drew
good,
Ord.
yeah.
Ball's fouled right over the top of our heads.
It's all right, I got it, guys.
What's the chance you get stung by being hit in the head with a baseball in the same day?
If you knew anything about my luck, you'd watch out.
I'm going to sit on this side of this pole. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened. I took a soccer ball to the forehead, the first soccer game I covered this year.
Oh, man.
In 23-degree weather.
Ooh.
There's a ball hit well to center field, but that's to Kalen Taylor out there.
Fair catch
Back
out there.
easily underneath it, makes the play. And just like that, Cox is making him work for it, and they're putting the ball in play, and the Lobos defense behind him is doing their job. So 2 down quickly for the Panthers. Their number 7 hole hit. I'm sorry, their center fielder number 7 hitting in the 8 hole. Caleb Hillis is up. See if you can read all that. What's he done today?
He's walked. He's struck out. He's had a hit. He has not scored. He's only 2 of their players who have not scored a run today.
These guys are getting a week's worth of work in today. The 0-1 misses high. I think it's 2-1. The scoreboard says 3-0. Rex,
I've got 2-1.
Do you? Okay. 2-1's in there for a strike, so the count's even at 2, and Connor has a chance to get out of this inning quickly and cleanly here with a good pitch.
Well, it was 3-2.
We're wrong, so the 3-2 pitch misses high, and Caleb Hillis draws a walk. Gives the Panthers a runner at first, and that's going to bring up Christian Mumphrey, the 9-hole hitter, who's put in some solid at-bats today.
But he hadn't scored a run. He's had 3 hits. He's 3 for 3, but has not scored a run yet.
Not often your 9-hole hitter can tell the rest of the lineup to ask them why they're not picking him up.
Yep.
First pitch from Cox just misses to Mumphrey outside. I can tell you that first at bat, I knew this kid can hit.
Yep.
He didn't get the call, and the umpire says you should have stepped out. Is that a strike or not? I think he called that a ball.
He called it a ball, but it's supposed to automatically be a strike, I believe, or at least it.
That's what Coach Goldman's gonna talk about. So he stepped out of the box without getting time called, and the pitch was a ball. So he's ahead 2-0. I don't think Coach agrees with the call.
Yep, he's not changing his mind.
The umpires had it out in the JV game with some coaching staffs earlier. So little history there. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. I've seen that 3 times in this game, and I haven't seen that more than 3 times in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Not getting your timeout and the pitcher just tossing it anyway. There's a pickoff move. Hillis is back easily. Two-one misses up and in.
We don't want to go to the top of the order with 2 guys on. We definitely need to get us an out right here somehow.
Absolutely.
And the 3-1 pitch misses down and in. So just like that, with 2 outs, the Panthers have 2 men on, and the top of the order coming up. Right fielder Chip Buchanan steps in. And Chip's walked, flown out a few times.
He's 0 for 3. He's walked once, scored once, and gotten out the other 3 times.
Ball swung on.
That's why poor Mumphrey hasn't scored a run yet.
Yep, as soon as he gets on, everybody just kind of
Everybody
stalls.
just kind of
They just stalls. Let's keep that rolling.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Breaking ball. That's the first one Connor's shown tonight. It's in there for a strike.
Yeah, surprised the batter on that one.
That's a good pitch. So the 0-2. Swung on a miss. Good fastball by Connor Cox. He gets him swinging. So a 3rd consecutive clean inning for Lobo pitching, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. Lobo still trailed by a run. We'll be back in about 30 seconds after this quick commercial break.
And now at OR, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at OR Cadillac GMC in Longview.
Alrighty, welcome back. Looks like the Lufkin Panthers are going to have a new pitcher. Going to bring in number 3, Bebo Hinojosa, who started the game at 3rd base. And they got some substitutions in the field that we'll get those to you as soon as we get it worked out. But fellas, this is what we hoped for before we got started, and we're getting it. So another good baseball game is going to come down to what's more than likely going to be the last at bat of the game.
Absolutely. Ever since the 4th inning, it's been 0-0. It's been a heck of a game. I'm glad to see the Lobos fight back. After being down, after spotting them 10 runs, they're only down by 1 now.
Yeah, 11-10 after 3. Well, for a minute, they're going to have to settle this one via the home run derby.
Well, and this may be one of those high school teams. A lot of teams have 1 or 2 kids that, without a great pitcher, I mean a true D1 college kid on the mound, are going to get on base each time.
Yep.
This team may have 4, 5, or maybe 6 of those kind of kids that if it's an average high school pitcher, they're going to get on base most of the time. Now that last kid we pitched, played from Hallsville is going to TCU.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a true D1 kid, and we struggled a little with him. But it may be that the rest of this season, unless we see a D1 kid or a draft pick kid or something like that, I mean, we're gonna score 7, 8, 9 runs a game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And with this being a non-district game, there was, Gabe had no real reason to run his season-long pitch count up. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So let the other kids that you're going to need crunch time.
Absolutely.
Come out and face some adversity and
just find out what they got.
It's not always going to be easy. And Gabe drives one down the left field line. It's going to stay up enough to be caught by Mumphrey. Easy play out in left field. That's a smooth fielder out there.
He is. Good at batter. He also can play some defense too.
So just like that, the Lobos have one down here in the 6th, and big first baseman / relief pitcher Connor Cox steps in for, I guess, the 5th time tonight?
Fourth time.
4th time tonight. First time seeing Hinojosa.
He's walked twice, got a single. He's one for one, scored a run.
Curveball floats outside of the zone there. So Cox is ahead early. The 0-1's popped out of play.
Oh.
That's hit well. Come on, Win. Come on, Win.
Yes.
Oh, and the ball's caught on the warning track as Connor Cox gets into that one and gives it a ride directly to center field. If he'd have been a tad early, that probably leaves the ballpark.
Yes, sir.
But
he hit it to the deep part of the field, too.
Hinojosa dodges a bullet there as Cox gets away with another loud out there. Third baseman Jordan Allen steps in.
I mean, that ball's 385, 390.
Yeah.
With the signs on the side are 330. So.
Yeah, if he was a little early, he definitely would have been out of here.
First pitch curveball catches the outside corner. Not a whole lot you can do with that if you haven't seen it yet. Jordan stepped back in as Hinojosa is working quickly. The 0-1 fastball misses low. Jordan Allen pops one way up to the shortstop. A lot of wind, a lot of sun up there. And he can't make the play. I had a feeling that was coming. That's a tough play to make today.
I did too. We've been seeing a lot of misreads on that pops up.
Yeah, the wind is deceivingly big up there, blowing out too. So
absolutely. We'll take that in our favor.
That's right. Campbell Williams is going to step in here.
Oh, Mr. Campbell.
Running on first base. It's just a tough play, especially with the sun as high as it is today, not a cloud in the sky, and that's probably your best defender out there too.
Absolutely. So, and the batters, the shortstop wasn't wearing any shades, so I know it's kind of hard to track that ball.
That's what the war paint's for, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think he is wearing.
Campbell Williams puts it in play, and the shortstop's going to get another chance. Big hop off the turf, and he makes the play. So that's going to do it for the Lobos in the 7th. Another 0 half innings. So at the end of 6, we're headed to the final inning. Lobos are down to their last at bat. They trail by 1. We'll be back after these messages from a couple of our presenting sponsors.
Printing your photos just got easier. Just pick your size, color, and favorite photo, and we'll do the rest. Because your unforgettable moments are meant to be framed.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today, only at Juicy's Taco.
All right, so we're back with you, and that's Connor Cox, Lobos' big first baseman, on for his 2nd inning of work. Pitched a clean 6th inning, fairly clean. I believe we had a walk in there, but Cox is going to do the job here and see if he can't get the Lobos back up to the plate, just needing 1 run in the bottom of the 7th. But let's see who ended that inning for the Lobos. That was Jordan Allen that flew out. So no, Campbell Williams.
Campbell Williams.
Yes.
Looks like we have DT leading off if Connor can get us there.
They're up with number 2, 3, and 4. The meat of the order, so Connor's going to have to do a good job here.
That's right. been a bit anticlimactic after those first 3 innings. I thought we were in for an 18-17 type of game.
For sure.
I thought we had a cricket game going here, the way they kept running around the.
That's right. All things considered, if you'd have told me the Lobos are going to bat in the 7th down by 1, I would have taken that 100 times out of 100 after the way this game started. So
absolutely.
Lobos have done an excellent job fighting back today. As Connor Cox is going to face number 9, Gavin Del Toro, the second baseman for the Panthers. And he's ready to roll. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 misses high. Ball's grounded to shortstop Isaac De La Garza, who makes a pretty good play, and Campbell Williams with a good dig over there.
Yeah, it's a good stop by Mr. Williams.
And again, Connor Cox is your normal first baseman, so I can't imagine Campbell's had a whole lot of experience digging balls out of this turf.
It was impressive.
He's played a lot of baseball.
He's a big kid, too.
With 5 stars. So, I mean, he's played on turf fields probably dozens and dozens of ball games.
Nice dig. Good play by De La Garza there. And Cox got one down quickly. As number 12, Sam Flores, the shortstop for the Panthers, steps in. As the 1-0 misses. Hey, Keaton, ask him if it's Bebo. I'm curious. Bebo. I won't get it wrong this time. A little late, but
better late than never,
that's right. Appreciate it, Keaton. So Cox's 2-0 is swung on and flown down the left field line. Long run for Woods out there. What a play.
Good play.
He makes the play in foul territory.
Hey, both of the left fielders out there for Lufkin Longview, both of them are looking good.
That's what Rex touched on earlier. There's athletes everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Specifically out in the outfield.
You just can't teach speed.
No, you cannot.
You can teach a lot of things, but speed is not one of them. That's the good Lord taking care of you.
Yes, indeed.
Unfortunately, he shorted me in that. He gave me great looks and a great mind, I'm telling you.
Ball's put in play slowly to the second baseman, and that's that. The Lobos are out of the inning with no damage, so we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. The Lobos need to run to stay alive. We're going to stay with it through the commercial break here, and if the PA starts playing any music that could get us, I'll just kill the crowd mic, and that's what's happening. So, all right, guys, who's coming up here for the Lobos leading off? Is that DeKalen Taylor after Campbell Williams? Flores, Taylor, and Doxey.
Flores, so we got
Lewis.
No, I think
Lewis came in for Gadsden, for Gadsden, and then Kiefer moved to shortstop and then moved back to second when De La Garza came in.
I think Campbell.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Campbell batted for Jordan, I believe.
Jordan just popped out.
Okay.
So Campbell batted for he batted for Alton when he.
Okay, so it'll be Drew, DT, and Kiefer.
So we got the freshman Flores coming up first.
All right, so that was a 3.
Game like today will make a mess of your scorecard there, won't it?
Yeah, I'm in the 9th inning on both sides, even though we're in the 7th. If we go extra innings, I'm just going to have to get a paper towel and use it.
Looks like we've got a new pitcher for the Panthers. Number 12, Sam Flores, has moved from shortstop to the mound. Bebo is back to third base. And that is, as we suspected, Drew Flores going to lead it off for the Lobos. And his only task is to get on base at all costs.
Exactly.
Coming up to bat for the Lobos, we got number 13, Drew Flores.
Well, fellas, no matter how it ends, it's been a blast.
Absolutely. It's been fun to watch this game.
I think this district race is going to be just a barn burner. I think you've got Hallsville maybe a tad better than the rest, and everybody else, it's just going to be who pitches and who plays defense on that day.
Man for man, I didn't see Hallsville as that much better than the Lobos, but that starting pitcher is just impossible.
I just think he's the cream of the district right now. But other than that, it's going to be a –
But man-to-man, the Lobos can play. They stack up with anybody, it looks like.
Absolutely.
And Drew, you know, maybe when it's warmer, he was a touch off the other night. Not Drew. There's a – oh, no. Smashed right to the third baseman. Terrible luck for the freshman, Drew Flores.
Good hit on that ball there. Third baseman didn't have to move. He just had to stick that glove up just a little bit.
Been a few of those tonight for the Lobos.
Absolutely.
And that's happened on our broadcast several times. Just bad luck. So DeKalen Taylor's going to step in, who was thrown out, stretching a double into a triple last at bat.
He called time.
He got time. They got it that time. He was never ready.
No, he never was. He had time called in as soon as he stepped in the box.
All right. So Taylor's up. First pitch fastball misses inside. At third base, playing way back there, Keaton.
Man, drop it down on him.
Here's the 1-0 to Taylor. He swings, and they're going to call that a strike on the outside corner. Need us a base runner here, fellas. He does not get it called, and they're going to call a strike.
He stepped in the box calling time. As soon as he steps in the box, he's always calling time. So
it's about 5 times I've seen that tonight.
Yeah.
But the umpire's not giving him time. He's ready to get here too. It's hot.
And the first time he called it for a strike.
So it's 1-2 now to DeKalen Taylor. And he swings and misses for the second out here in the 7th. So the Lobos are down to their last out.
Now batting number 4, Kiefer Doxson.
And Kiefer Doxson is going to step in, representing the Lobos' last hope. The first pitch is going to miss low. Top of the order awaits if Kiefer can find his way on base here. Pitcher's working fast. He's calling time. He's not even giving him that time, getting in the box. Fouled straight towards the dugout and just off the top of it. If you'll notice, Rex, he's calling timeout as he steps in the box. He's not letting him have even a second to get ready.
He's not even letting him get the second foot put down.
And if you're the Panthers, you just tell the kid to keep throwing. There's a ball hit just over the shortstop's head. So the Lobos have a shot just like that.
There you go.
These kids handle adversity fairly well.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. All right, so we may be in for another classic here.
That's it. That 18 innings, here we go.
And Ronald Woods is up with a chance to extend the game.
Hey, I'm all for it.
First pitch from Woods is misses way away and almost gets away from the catcher there. And if you're Coach Goldman, do you consider sending Kiefer here?
I don't think so.
Pitch to Woods misses high. And Taylor Tatum is on deck. Wouldn't that be something? So the 2-0 to Woods. Flores sets to deliver. And it's going to be right down the middle for a strike. He was probably taken all the way there. There's a pitch outside. So the Woods is way ahead in the count, 3-1.
There you go. You got to think he's just going to try to lay a strike in.
You might send him here. He may be going.
Yeah, he's probably going to throw a strike. So here's a 3-1. Woods takes it away.
There you go.
And Taylor Tatum steps to the plate with a chance to do something very heroic here, fellas.
Woods is chirping a little bit at the catcher as he's as he's taking his stuff off.
So here comes the right fielder, the running back, the power lifter, the athlete all the way around.
Exactly.
Taylor Tatum with a chance here. 2 outs, 2 men on. The last Lobos at bat here. Down to their final out. We've seen this a few times this year.
I know one thing, anyone who bought them a ticket and got in here today knows they've gotten their money's worth.
That's right.
I don't think there's going to be anybody asking for a refund on their way out after today's game, regardless of how it ends.
Definitely not.
So Flores sets to deliver what feels like the most important pitches of the ball game here. Taylor hits one into the right center field gap, and it's down.
It might score two.
It does not get to the wall. 1 run is in. He's going to hold. Woods at third. The ball gets loose. Woods is coming home. The Lobos win. The Lobos win. The Lobos win. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Lobos have won another classic. Live on Longview game day. We're going to stay with you for a little bit longer today. Holy heck.
Heck of a win.
Oh. Wow. Taylor Tatum comes through in the clutch. Unbelievable finish.
Just that tiny bobble of the ball was all he needed, because he'd completely stopped. He was not coming. He looked up, saw a ball on the ground, and he planted and pinned the ears back, and nothing was stopping him from getting to home plate.
Wow. One of the most enjoyable live streams we've ever done.
2 outs. Nobody
their
on
last
base.
out. 2 men on, and Taylor Tatum drives in both the tying and the winning run. Unbelievable. So, as the Lobos shake the Panthers' hands, that's going to do it for me, Rex Scroggins, my man Keaton Daniels. It's been a blast. We appreciate you watching, and we'll be back next Friday with the Lobos as they host the Texas High Tigers in a big-time district rivalry match. So, Rex, any last thoughts for us?
Just with this offense, don't ever pack up your chair. Don't ever fold up your tent. I don't care if it's the 7th inning and there's 2 outs and you're down by 5 or 6. These guys can hit and these guys can run.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're amazing.
Absolutely. Heck of a game. Heck of a.
I mean, from top to bottom. Yes. I mean, don't worry if it's number 9. Don't worry if it's number 8, number 4 or 5. It doesn't matter. These guys all hit the ball and all run.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The resiliency of this Lobos team, they are not ever going to give up. They got down 10-0 in the second inning today.
10-0 and only gave up 1 run after that.
Absolutely unbelievably fun game. So with that being said, we are going to pack it up. We appreciate you watching. Share this feed. You're going to get some highlights from this all week. Absolutely. So share those too. We appreciate you watching. For Keaton Daniels and Rex Scoggins and the rest of us here at Longview Game Day,